And we
My
are
knee would
live.
dislocate. Oh, hi.
Dislocate? Wait, what?
And that is how you do it.
Yep.
Oh, let me do this. Hold
Just
on.
remember, you just need to push. Don't pull on it.
So I lied to Zorro.
You lied to Zorro.
I didn't upload the level 4 card for Alistair.
You know she's watching right now.
You just had to check your folder, dude.
Yeah, I
She
know.
has to be watching.
So I will fix it during the break. That way I don't have to cut off the cams. Yep, see, she's watching right now.
Damn it, well done.
Look,
One job.
look, I hold on to that best procrastinator award.
I'm changing my
Sir,
background.
you still haven't picked it up.
That's why I'm just so damn good.
And that's why you got it.
That's not even helping. Holy
Why
shit.
do something now when you can do it 2 months from now?
Try the new. Fuck it all.
I mean, pretty much. Busy at work or sick? Yeah, let's just say yes.
Sure, why not?
Blinking in dead.
Busy at work, sick. Having my life consumed by Lost Ark, soon to be Guild Wars 2.
Same.
Sick of being busy at work?
That too.
Guild
I have a
Wars is
huge
getting an
addiction of
update?
finding seeds.
Guild Wars 2 is getting a new expansion on the 28th.
Nice.
Wait, that's just around the corner?
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
I get to be a poison shooting boy.
Yeah, same here. Because I'm a necromancer, so I now get to use the guns. Because that's what a necromancer needs is pistols. I mean, everyone needs a
course.
pistol.
That's just necro
I
logic.
cast gun.
You know,
Even a
That
warlock
sounds-
needs a pistol.
That sounds like the new method of warlocks casting Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
how do you get your skeletons? I cast gun. What? You heard me. I cast gun.
Oh, what?
Fortune rises and
Did I
shoots with the
Did
skeleton
I
finger.
stutter?
I cast gun. The bullet kills them, and the bullet casts raise undead. Don't question it. But yeah, it's been a little bit since we were all last together. I apologize for that. The last couple weeks, I was not in the best shape, I guess you say. Like, my health was hell. Thankfully, it wasn't COVID. I just had a really horrible cold that decided that it was going to make me sound like a chainsaw anytime I talked. So it sounded cool, but it hurt to all hell. Like my voice is probably like 4 or 5 octaves deeper than it normally is. But if I talked for long periods of time, it just shredded my throat. So didn't want to do that. But we're back now. We get back to this fledgling group of murder hobos.
Give it time.
I don't know if I could call you guys murder hobos yet. You haven't really done anything murder hobo-y.
Yeah, we haven't really done much murdering, though I'm pretty sure some of us are hobos. So.
Well, yeah, you and Kunkaval at least.
Kunkavol epitomizes it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
Kunkavol
how
is-
he showed up.
It's okay. He's got a
Kunkavol
permit.
is definitely a hobo.
It's okay. He's got a permit.
Damn
He's
kids.
a magic hobo with a permit.
So the last time we left off, I'm sorry as I'm looking away from here, I did the classic professional D&D streamer thing of forgetting to get my dice out before the show started.
Woohoo.
But I'm just going to go ahead and blame work for that one too. Almost done here. Coin. Yeah, we're good. All right. So the last time we left off, the group had just returned back from a forest after outsmarting a hag, rescuing a few children, trying to solve the whole conundrum of the charity bear and the carionette that had switched bodies with her. Unfortunately, you still don't know the location of where her body is at. Kunkaval is still in possession of the charity bear, but the children are at least safe. Currently in the care of Lady White over at the healer's hall. All of you
doesn't even matter because we don't know where the fucking pin is.
Yeah. All of you had a bit of downtime in town. Some of you went shopping. Others, had a bit much needed quiet time in your room, even though one of you found something underneath your floorboard which really excited Kemek. And Kemek then sort of secluded themselves in their room and began to ponder the skull as more as something as her from her past or something from their past was revealed. Afterwards, all of you met downstairs back at Fireside Facade, had a nice meal to where you were then given invitations to a gathering at trying to remember the name of the bar.
Bare Knuckle and Brew.
Bare Knuckle and Brew. I wanted to say Fisticuffs and Brew, and that was wrong. But there was a Mad Dog get together at Bare Knuckle and Brew that all of you were invited to as guests of honor after successfully completing the mission that you had done for Dead Mother. Inside, there was a bit of a scuffle between Nalani and Yuriko as Yuriko stepped into the ring in the center of this bar, decided to take on all comers. Trapjaw, the owner of the establishment, suggested that one of you take her on. And Nalani answered the call. Nalani ended up winning, made a few hundred gold off of the pot. And as we pick up today, the party's been going on for a couple hours now, into the long hours of the night. Both Kunkaval and Kemek have excused themselves from the festivities, returning back to their rooms at Firelight the Firelight Inn. Kunkaval looking like he's a little tired. It's been a rough couple days for the little guy. Kemek seemingly looks like there's something else on their mind that they wanted some alone time with. But the rest of you are still within the hall in the tavern, enjoying the company of your now fellow Mad Dogs, as you were all previously accepted into the guild last episode.
Hooray!
And you said it's getting into the late hours of the evening, right?
Yes. Like, it's getting on to be like midnight 1 a.m. now.
Okay. I will look for a place that I can have a bit of privacy for a moment in this area that we're in.
Okay.
Like a side room or something that I can quickly duck into. Anything of that sort.
Yeah, there are a couple doors down on the ground floor. As you notice that there's also a staircase down to like the lower right hand corner of the tavern itself that lead upstairs into what looks to be a row of rooms, a row of bedrooms.
Okay. Once I'm in there and have a quick look around, make sure nobody followed me and nobody else is in here, I will just sit down for a moment and pull a blank piece of parchment out of my bag. I'm going to take some time to fold it into what resembles like an origami centipede of some sort. Once I've done that, I'm going to turn it over and write on its belly, Firelight, tonight. And then I'm going to do some magic and hope that doesn't get anyone's attention.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Animated Scroll on this piece of parchment. And that is essentially going to give it life in a way for 24 hours. And it will do as I command it to.
Okay, as you cast the animate scroll onto this origami caterpillar, you see it begin to like slowly like shrink up and expand in your hand, giving you a sign that it did indeed work. Give me a second here.
Was it caterpillar or centipede?
Centipede.
Centipede, I'm sorry. Lucky enough, nobody in the next room notices.
Okay, good, because that
They are all too
brought
drunk.
some questions.
They are all too drunk to pay attention at the moment.
Wonderful. Okay, so I am going to issue a command to this centipede. I'm going to tell it to stay with Yuriko and reveal its message to her when she is alone. And as soon as she has seen the message, to find the nearest open flame and jump into it, just so it destroys itself afterwards.
And
This message will self-destruct.
Pretty much, yeah. That's the idea.
the paper insect kind of like looks up at you for a moment, and then
Why, boss?
crawls along your arm and down your side to the ground, just scurries out from underneath the door.
Okay, and once it has gone off to do its mission, I myself am going to retire to the firelight and find the like classic dark corner adventurers table where nobody else is around, and I'm going to order 2 drinks, one for me, and one at an empty chair across from me, and I'm just going to wait.
All right, okay, so you go into the Firelight Tavern, or you go into Firelight Facade?
The tavern.
The tavern, okay. Yeah, because the inn that you stay at, there is a small, like, little gathering hub inside of it as well, where they serve their own drinks.
Whichever one has more privacy for like a one-on-one.
It would be the
conversation.
tavern. It would mostly be the tavern. Firelight Facade is completely out in the open. There isn't really any places to like anything like dark corners or anything to get privacy at.
Okay, so the tavern is where I will be.
Okay. What of the rest of you?
Yuriko is making warm sake with her newly acquired thermos, and she is drinking sake. Yep, I said
Yep.
warm sake.
Nope. I forgot. Groudon, if you did not see the past episode, you now have a special thermos from Raccoon that gives you any sort of liquid that you wish, any sort of warm liquid.
How do you spell thermos?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Thermos.
Thermos. There you go.
I just love how like Fox has a thermos just within a hand's reach.
Hey, Thermos, if you're looking to sponsor a stream, hello.
Cool. You said a liquid of anything I want?
Warm or
Non-magical liquid.
non-magical has to be warm or hot.
Can I have poison?
No.
No.
It is food. It is like warm liquid. So like, think of it as like an enchanted like Campbell's soup thermos.
Yep.
But it can also
Okay.
give you warm beverages as well.
Yeah. And if you
Any
pour the,
special benefits?
Counts
Counts
as
as you-
food.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
also if you pour the liquid into the actual thermos cup, it's like an infinite cup of whatever.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, and the drink itself provides enough nutrients to essentially replace a hearty meal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't it do like good berry
Yep.
light?
It's good berry
Yeah.
light. It's exactly what it is. So that was a gift from Raccoon.
Yay.
Also, Fox, I think the bot is broken.
Again?
And so are the alerts.
Okay, well, the alerts are separate from the bot.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, bot's broken.
Alerts have been weird.
No, the bot's there. It's the alerts that are broken.
Bot's a liar.
Which is Streamlabs.
Yeah. But we can fix that later. So, now that I gave Groudon the thermos information, there are still 4 of you currently in the tavern.
I have no clue because I haven't been here for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, so okay, so for Alistair, while everybody else woke up in cages in pretty much the hag's hut, you
Yes.
woke up outside, not outside, but you woke up face down asleep at the bar here in the tavern, looking a bit worse for wear. They took you over to the healer's hall. They healed you up, and you kind of gave them a rundown of what was going on, and then you, Dead Mother, and a couple wild dogs decided to head on out to the forest to form sort of a rescue party. Only as you were about to enter the forest, you came face to face with the rest of the group, exiting the forest thanks to a what do you call it? A secret path given to them by a couple fairies.
So, wait, did you say fairies?
Fairies.
Berries!
Fairy godparents! Oh, sorry. All right, that's cool. I have no clue. You said everyone was fighting?
No, not Rose. Yuriko and Nalani fought each other in the ring. There's a ring in the center of the bar itself. I think, yeah, you guys are currently on the bar map right now.
All right. I think Al wants to go ahead and have a fight. Like a brawl.
At the moment, you're not really going to find much of a battle because everyone is well into their cups.
Assholes. Fine, I'll just have a drink. I'll sit in front of what's her face.
Yes, that's descriptive.
Horrible. I'm sorry. Mia. Sit
Okay.
in front of Mia. and just-
Mia's not there. Mia has left. You've got those in
I
your
thought you
group.
sat in front of a chair.
No, those of you who are currently at the tavern are you, Yuriko, Azure Claw, and Milani.
Well, I got nothing. I'll just retire for the night.
Okay. So Alistair excuses himself and retires for the night. As you walk outside of Bare Knuckle and Brew, a dagger sort of like embeds itself into like one of the like wooden planks of the establishment, and there's a note kind of pinched underneath it, and it with the name Owl.
All right. I'll just go ahead and pick it up and read it.
It says, looks like you have a nice group of friends. Keep your eye on them, as we will be too. Blue.
Who is Blue again?
Blue is one of your contacts.
Okay. I will definitely do that.
Is anyone else wanting to do anything in the tavern, or are you looking to retire for the night as well?
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, alongside of drinking her sake, she's gonna probably stay like another hour because she's gonna whip out her calligraphy set and she's gonna write down a haiku.
Okay. What about Azure Claw?
Azure Claw is. Oh. Downside of being a fighter. I don't have any magical things to work on.
I keep thinking you're a goddamn cat, but you're a goddamn bird.
I'm a bird, sir. Actually, you know, I know exactly what I need to do. I
Go to
am
bed?
going to retire to my room and work diligently on doing a bit of tool crafting practice.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a d6 roll.
Five.
5. Okay, so you're gonna get another 3 points off that clock. Did you see my message in
Yeah, they're
In chat.
35-point clocks.
They're 35-point clocks? Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna get how many more? Sorry,
3 more.
3 more. So, yeah. Perfect. And yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting there, chipping, grinding, and sanding away at a rock.
Alrighty. Nolani,
Maybe many rocks.
just passing the night until you're too tired to chip at rocks
Pretty
anymore.
much.
Okay.
Nora's just gonna. They'll probably just pass the night in the tavern as long as the other hunters are up. She's staying up too.
Okay.
Can't.
Party
can't be the
girl.
weak one.
Okay. So, for those of you who stay in the tavern itself, it goes on for a couple more hours, and then around 4 o'clock, Lockjaw kind of calls out to the small group of people still left inside. All right, you bums. Closing time. Get your asses back to the lodge. Get some sleep. You got work tomorrow. He kind of just stands there as he's holding the door open, kind of helping some of the more inebriated patrons not really faceplant down the set of stairs outside. But as you begin to walk out and you're sort of separated from one another, you get a Yuriko, you kind of get a sort of like a little tickle running along the back of your neck.
She swats at it.
And as you swat at it, you kind of feel paper. And you bring it around, and it's this now smashed, not a calligraphy, but origami centipede. And on the bottom of its stomach, it says, "Firelight tonight." And
Interesting.
the paper centipede kind of like wiggles and falls out of your arms, and you can see it like struggle to like crawl through the snow as some of the legs have now been broken due to your slap. But it gets over to like one of these small torch sconces, and it just leaps into the fire and destroys itself.
Okay, so she'll go. If someone's making the effort to send something magical to talk to me, they either have something really important to ask me, they're trying to kill me, or they're just plain stupid.
Or both.
Yep.
All the above.
So as you walk in, Mina, you've been sitting there for a little bit. Maybe miscalculating how long Yuriko was going to be in the tavern itself. But right as you were thinking about giving up, you see her walk in gazing around the room, and it's apparent that your little paper bug completed its task.
Okay, so when it's obvious that she's looking for someone, I'll kind of like put my hand up in the air and wave at her and kind of wave her over.
Sure, go head over. She'll
Mm.
sit down. She'll sit down in the seat that has the drink in front of it, but she won't take the drink.
I have to admit that took a bit longer than I expected it to.
Usually, when you want to talk to someone, you ask them. You don't send little magic notes.
So I wasn't sure if you'd actually show up if I just straight up asked you.
There wouldn't have been any harm in trying. The worst I could have said was no.
That's true, but you're here now. Have a drink. Let's talk. If you're willing to, of course.
She'll take out her thermos again and pour herself like some warm sake.
And if it looks like she's not going to drink the drink that's in front of her, I will put aside the empty cup that I've probably been pretending to nurse for a couple hours now and grab the full one and start drinking that one.
Okay.
I'm sorry if this all seems a bit
Dubious.
dubious, cloak and dagger. I was just trying to get your attention, get you to show up. I just want to get to know you. You've been a bit of a recluse since the accident. Believe me, it takes one to know one.
No. I haven't really had any specific reason to, I guess, get to know any of you better. I know it sounds rude, but
Understandable. So, why were you on the train, if you don't mind me asking?
for what we achieved, I needed to become a mercenary.
I see. And where are you from? I mean, mercenaries. I don't want to make any assumptions, but usually they're, in my experience, people that don't really have a place that they like to call home.
No. If there is something I can call home, it's what still stands of Stillwood.
And do you plan on going back, or is this kind of a one-way trip?
I don't know yet. It depends what fate has in store for me.
Fair enough. There's been a lot of surprises so far. I'm sure there are plenty more to come.
What about you? Are you not worried about someone divulging what you are?
Would I? I'm just an ordinary half-elf. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You keep telling yourself that. I would be very
I
careful.
do as often as I can.
Well, I guess if you force yourself to believe the lie, then it's the truth, isn't it?
As long as others believe it, that's all that really matters.
Understandable. It's not like your options are... Well, your options are less than ideal.
They really are. But I think I'm in good company with you and the others. If nothing else, everyone else in this group seems to have enough secrets of their own that they're not likely to divulge any of ours. But
Mutual shared destruction is usually one of the best ways to keep people who don't know much of each other together cohesively.
seems to be the case. I do have, admittedly, one particular question, or at least line of inquiry.
Go ahead.
I think there's a lot more to you than you're letting us see. And reading people has never really been my specialty, so perhaps the direct approach is the one to take here. Surely there's something interesting behind the visage of someone who uses so much of the devil's tongue in the land of Lathander. Who are you?
I am someone that has a disdain for those of that particular blood. I use it because there are either those who are going to approach me and try and kill me, or approach me and try and find out why I'm doing so. The dumber of the ones that I have no love for usually try and hunt me down. It makes it easier to pull them from the shadows. They're not really big fans of mortals speaking their tongue.
No, I wouldn't imagine so. Neither is the church, really.
Well, I don't really have that much worry here.
Well, in my experience, people that follow the church's doctrine are not very forgiving when they hear or see something they don't agree with. So perhaps try to be, I mean, not that I'm saying you aren't aware, but maybe just be a little extra aware when we're in places other than Madtown. I'd hate for them to descend upon you.
Oh, I know. Like I said, it's once I know I'm somewhere where I can use it somewhat freely. Again, it's more so to draw those who also understand it, so that way I don't have to worry about people sneaking around behind me.
Well, I suppose it works, because it kind of drew me in, so there's that.
Also, there aren't very many people who actually can speak it other than their kind, so it's very good for writing down personal thoughts and not having to worry too much about other people seeing it.
That's, I suppose, true. There are ciphers and such that you can use as well that are a little less devilish, if you're ever interested.
I've heard of a few. I mostly use it for writing haikus and keeping down my personal thoughts of the day.
Poetry. You're a poet.
Well, my mother would have liked to have thought so.
Well, if you're ever interested in sharing your poetry, I'm eager to hear it.
And she'll pull out the most recent haiku that she actually penned earlier this evening, and I'm gonna put it in Roll20 chat. And this is obviously an infernal, but this is the poem.
Interesting.
And I will pop it into chat here so people can
Muted, Rogen.
Yep, Rogen, you're muted.
Sorry. I was to say, what does it say for the people in chat?
Yeah, I just put it in there.
Okay.
It didn't come out. It's a haiku, so it's not formatted correctly for some reason because Discord's dumb. Doesn't take my character turns. I don't know why.
It's a-
Neither does Twitch chat. Twitch chat does not like like any format. Let's be fair.
Yeah. Silly. I like to keep my thoughts that are fresh written down, so at least that way I can reflect on them later.
Well, poetry is certainly an elegant way to do that. Admittedly, I don't have a whole lot of experience with poetry. A basic book here and there, but I like it. If you ever feel like sharing more, say the word, and I'm happy to read it.
I don't have much of my older works here. They're safe back in town. New journey, new scroll.
Fair enough. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. This little chat of ours ended up starting a little later than expected, so I should head back up to my room. I appreciate you giving me some of your time. I look forward to learning more about you as we work together.
I appreciate it too. Thank you. I will. Where is it? I know I wrote it down, but I'm not seeing it on my character sheet. I don't know why.
What are you looking for?
The name of the hookah shop.
Was there a hookah shop?
It was. Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
yeah. It wasn't a hookah shop. It's just
Well, it's a smokehouse.
it's a smokehouse. Yeah. I don't think a name was given.
Either was. I thought I wrote it down,
I don't remember giving you one. Just like you were given directions as to where it was at.
Can I name it?
No.
So,
Oh.
if I see
How about now?
I see you like to smoke. If you're ever into something more refreshing or floral, and Yuriko gives her directions to the smoke shop.
Appreciated. Perhaps I'll have to stop by when I've got some time.
They have a good assortment.
But until next time, Yuriko. And I'll stand up and leave 2 copper on the table to pay for the drinks.
Okay.
And head on up to my room, giving Yuriko a pat on the shoulder as I walk past.
She'll give her a respectful bow. When she leaves, Yuriko will take 2 copper from her pocket and replace the 2 copper that she put down and put it in her pocket.
Okay.
And she'll also put down a copper tip. And then she'll head back to her room.
So, as everyone does their things and retires for the night, you all get a much needed quiet night in a nice comfortable bed after the incident or the recent events that you have gone through. Though you're woken up maybe a bit earlier than you are normally used to, as very loud thuds begin to echo on your door. And it doesn't seem like whoever is knocking on your door is hanging around for you to answer, but they go down the row of rooms where you guys are at and they come back knocking on the doors again.
I want to try and catch whoever's knocking on the door just to see who they are.
Okay.
And I'll have a shock room behind my back when I peek out the door.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily hard to do, as they're not trying to like hide their movement or everything. Is right as the first knock on your door the second time around happens, you open it up and Den Mother is standing there, giving you a bit of a wide grin.
Did something happen?
Work to be done. Snow's let up. It's time to go investigate that little crash site that you and your friends were pulled from. Figured since you did such a good job with the rescuing of those kids, I can bring you along on this one. Not to mention, I think your bird friend had a personal interest in some of the cargo. But get the rest of them ready. Meet me downstairs. We leave in 10.
Okay. And she'll get ready and she'll wait to see if anyone else comes out, and if she doesn't, she'll knock on their doors.
Yeah, do the rest of you open the door to find out who's knocking, or are you ignoring it?
I imagine Elia looked out.
Yep.
Yep. And as like you're looking out, you see Den Mother talking to Yuriko.
So I'll just go back in my room and get dressed.
Do I know if Alistair is staying in the rooms with us in this place, or if he's somewhere else?
No, Alistair is in a room here.
He's in a
Okay.
suite.
Yeah, he's in the Lord's suite at the moment.
My
I'm
bad.
going to get myself ready, but only open my door a crack so I can kind of peer out into the hallway. And I'm not going to leave my room until after I see Alistair walk past my door.
Okay. Azure Claw, Alistair, what are you guys doing?
Pack up my work and get ready to go.
I'm gonna look out, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna need some coffee for this. And just drink the thermos.
Yep, and as you say coffee, you feel the thermos sort of warm up.
Gonna be a good day, Tater.
And the coffee is made to like your specific tastes. It's never bitter, it's never bland, it's just always perfect.
I'm killing Azrin. I'm sorry, bud. You're muted, buddy.
No, he wasn't.
I was. That whole skit was going through my fucking head.
As I'm leaving, I assume we're leaving the inn to probably go to the
You're leaving the
place.
you're leaving the inn to pretty much meet up with Den Mother.
Okay. I will leave since I wasn't working on an actual gem, I was working on just a stone. I'm just going to leave that on the bar as I walk out.
Okay. Just kind of like a gift to the innkeeper. Okay.
Yep. Birds leave shinies. Don't ask questions.
All right.
Vanilla gets ready. She's, of course, just checking with Kimmick's. Kimmick's still busy with whatever she is doing. And just go without her.
Okay. Yeah, Kemek doesn't look like they're gonna join you at this point in time.
Yeah. She's seen that look before. She's focusing on something.
Yep. Kemek's got this hyper focused look, just again peering at that skull, and when you try to talk to them, they just wave you off.
All I can hear is that's all I can hear.
The head's gonna pat as, yep, I understand, and then I'm out.
All right. And it takes a little bit, but you do see Owl coming out of the room and past yours, Mia.
Well, he's about 10 feet down the hallway. I emerge from my room and go join everyone.
Okay. So as you all exit the tavern, Den Mother is already there, dressed in just as she normally is, but with a what looks to be like a larger wolf felt cloak on. We ready?
For what exactly?
We're able to get the first investigation done of the crash site. I figure
Excellent.
some of you have questions as to what happened. And after how well you performed recently with rescuing those kids, I can use your help. And, well, since you're all mad dogs now, you sort of answer to me, so consider this an initiation.
Well, I suppose it's not like we're going anywhere anyway. Not with the train still down.
Hooray, another one.
Oh, we're not taking a train. We've
But
got the hand
we can't,
carts.
right? They're not moving. Wait, did you say hand carts?
Hand carts, yes.
In this weather?
Yep.
Would you rather walk?
No,
Yes,
I don't
valid
suppose I
point.
would.
Oh, then let's get to the station. The hand carts are ready. Some of the teams have already left.
I don't suppose these handcarts have, I don't know, a cabin of some sort on them.
Have you ever seen a handcart?
Yuriko laughs.
No, I've only seen the train itself a handful of times.
Well, then this will be educational. And she leads you to where the station for Madtown is. And there is no train here. Whatever train was you were delivered upon, or what remained of it, has already left the station, has been removed from the station. But you notice a line of basic handcarts, maybe a good 15 feet in length, with a 2-person pump system in the middle. And you could see a couple of the teams already beginning to leave, as there's one mad dog on each side of these teeter pumps, and they're just going back and forth as the cart slowly begins to move down the track.
So, what's the plan here? We board these things and someone does the hand carting?
Oh, that's normally
I think
what happens.
Someone is us.
If you wish to volunteer, I'm not going to make any of you do it, but it is a 2-person job.
I got no problem doing it.
Good. Nalani and I will take care of it.
All right then. Not that I, have a issue doing it. I just think it's more suited for someone less
Frail?
restricted than me.
Restricted?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you are in those robes.
Yes, my point exactly.
I mean, if
The
you wanted,
clothes
you
very
can
tight.
go to the hall and change into something a little more appropriate if you want.
No. This is tight but comfortable. Just doesn't give a wide range of movement. That's all.
Suit yourself. And it's like, almost forgot. And she puts her fingers in her mouth and she gives a very loud whistle as her dire bear comes running out of the hall to join you, and just takes up like one portion of the hand cart itself and just sits down.
Oh, good. I thought this was gonna be too easy to push.
Good boy.
And so as you begin to push, I do need a strength roll, Nalani, because you are kind of moving a bit of weight here.
Yeah.
Yuriko will ask Den Mother, well, obviously he'll bite whoever you say, but what if you don't say?
Who? Scratches? He's a baby. You're fine.
She's gonna sit next to the bear.
That's a 19 for my strength roll.
Nice. All right, so you, with the combination of you and Den Mother, you're able to easily get this thing going down the tracks. And then once the momentum starts picking up, you realize that there isn't a lot of force that you have to put into each of these pumps. So what were you all doing on your way to Madtown? What brought you out this far? Not many people make our quaint little town a stopping point.
I'm not sure about everyone else, but I was just doing a bit of shopping myself. Not very many towns and cities around here that offer up the bounty of creature parts that Madtown does.
I guess that makes sense. We do bring in the nice haul every now and then after our hunts. Anything in particular you're looking for?
Just mundane things that I can't really get my hands on anywhere else.
Where are you
Things-
from?
From the north.
Well, I would assume you're from the north. That's the way the train was coming.
You would assume correctly.
Where in the north?
Oh, around.
See, that's the problem. I don't know.
Oh, do you not get northward very often?
Look, you say the north. That can be Bloom's Bend, be Silverdale. Not really Silverdale much. It's north-ish, but beyond us. And be in the forests. A lot of places you can be from.
I'm, from... I'm sorry, Stillwood is my home city, town. It's a town.
Stillwood.
Where I'm from.
Interesting. Not many people I know are claim to be from Stillwood. How is
we don't get out much.
No, I wouldn't assume so, seeing as how the current situation with your sister city being locked up, shut tight,
Sorry?
people turned away.
Jericho will yell back towards Dead Mother, sucks, when she says situation about your home city.
Yes, well, we don't really like to talk about it.
You don't like to talk about what's happening?
Right. We don't.
Do you
Bit
even...
of a faux pas,
I'm sorry, a what?
A touchy subject.
Ah. How long have you been in Stillwood for?
My whole life.
And Jericho's gonna yell over and go, yep, she's always been a black sheep.
Oh, you know her.
Oh, of her.
Sorry, Stillwood isn't locked down. I Steep Hollow is the one that's locked down. I was too many S's.
I mean, that's fine, because I don't know if you put two and two together, but I'm not actually from Stillwood.
Oh yeah,
so
I know
you
you're
can
not
say-
from Stillwood.
You can say anything, and Mia would be like, "Oh yeah, absolutely. I know exactly what you're talking about."
100% know what you're talking about. Good old Stillwood.
Start calling them out on their bullshit. Oh yeah, how's the chief doing? They doing well?
If you're specifically asking about the chief in Stillwood, Jericho's gonna go,
I'm
the
not.
chief. Oh, you are or you aren't?
I'm not. I was just.
Oh, okay. Because
He's just being an ass at the moment.
Yeah, the chief doesn't live in Stillwood. It's just where the peons live.
Yeah, I had to bring up the map of Odag. I'm like, wait, no, that's not right.
Yeah, sorry if I seem a bit weird about the subject. I kind of live on the outskirts of town, and well, you know how it is.
Can't say I do. I've been in Madtown my whole life. We don't really have outskirts anymore.
Well, the townsfolk, they kind of look at you weird when you live on the outskirts, and have the profession that I do. Ooh, she makes natural remedies. She's got to be some sort of weird hedge person,
Oh, you're an alchemist.
More of an apothecary.
Even better. I'm gonna have to talk to you about some things when we get back.
Happy to help with whatever I
We're-
can.
We're running low on a bit of potions. Hopefully you'll be able to help us out.
I can certainly try.
What about the rest of you? Where are all of you from? I know where Al is from.
Of course.
Rich boy from Morning Glory over here.
I'm sorry, you're from Morning Glory.
Absolutely.
Oh, you don't know Al.
I've
Al's-
heard wonderful things.
Oh yeah, Al's a stand-up guy. One of the best. Well, don't know if you can say best, but one of the nicest witch hunters that the city has produced.
And how many witches have you hunted exactly?
Let's see here. I lost count at 0.
Yeah, witches aren't what they go after. It's
Oh,
just a
good,
title.
good.
They're like us, but they go. They're sent out when the worst of the worst are out and about.
Okay, that's good to know. I just wouldn't want you to. I've heard nasty things about witches, and wouldn't want someone as fine as you putting yourself in danger. Someone
Sure.
else can speak at any
You
point.
all right there? You're kind of.
I'm fine.
Are you
I'm
sure?
Cold out here.
Insight check.
I don't even think you need to make an insight check with
I
that.
don't think
Like-
so. I
Like,
don't.
like
Can I
Yuriko just Yuriko's
intimidate
just
me?
leaning hard into scratches, like giggling to herself.
Scratches kind of just like leans into you as well. He like puts an arm around you and just starts like cuddling you.
Oh,
It's
she's
okay,
been having-
Maya. No, I was gonna speak up. It's okay, Maya. I've seen plenty of apothecaries get mistaken for witches.
Yes.
Some people just don't understand the potion making process.
Yes, thank you. That's what had me so nervous. Sorry if I didn't articulate that very well.
Right.
No, you don't. Like I said, you don't have to worry about Al. He's a good guy.
Wait, I'm good.
Yes.
I've heard a number of people say that about you, yes. That you're one of the good ones.
Huh.
Is that what many claim?
Yuriko's
Anyway, off we go.
she'll also confirm Al's positive reputation with almost everyone we've walked into so far, which is kind of weird that no one has anything bad to say about him.
Suspiciously so.
Either they don't have anything bad to say,
Or they
Until
can't.
the
they're
next
afraid to
city.
say it.
Or they can't say it.
Or they can't see it because I shut them up with a knuckle sandwich. Oh, he's nice. He's nice.
So time passes on. A bit of small talk happens every now and then. Mostly started by Den Mother as she realizes that there's just a very heavy, awkward silence every now and then. Not the group that she's with isn't the most vocal, it seems. But you slowly start to come to a stop as you see the rest of the hand carts lined up in small teams of mad dogs beginning to comb through the wreckage and the surrounding area of an overturned section of the train. Azure Claw, you sort of recognize this as the cargo section of the train where you were originally stationed before the events of the night sort of separated it from the rest of the train.
Yup. Okay.
Good mother, are the
Um.
dead still here? Or have they been removed?
We've taken care of the ones. Well, we started to take care of the ones who still remain, though. Looks like some of the predators have gotten their pick of the lot before we can make it.
It happens.
Well, I don't need to tell you what to do. Azure Claw, you got free run of the place. Look around, do what you need to do. The rest of you, find anything important, any clues, let me know.
We
You
will.
want perception or survival?
It all depends on what you are going to do.
Um, does it look like because she didn't see what caused the explosions, she just heard the description of what caused the explosions. Are there any like surface scarring on the train section from the kabooms?
Okay, so you're doing sort of like a an inspection of the hull of the train car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you, yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Alrighty, I will do that. It's only +2, but let's see what happens. That's not bad. 21.
21. Yes, the train itself has the train car itself has most definitely been in better condition, and there have been chunks that have been torn away and have sort of blown off from the impact as it jumped the track. But you do find sections of wood that do have sort of like blast point singeing on them. In other parts that have been exploded off, you could see that there are indeed like the residual burns of an explosive on the remaining wood.
She herself is not skilled, and I haven't put to pen a lot of my backstory, but her her parents were blood hunters, so she understands, you can make volatile concoctions if you have the right materials. Is from the limited knowledge she would have, is there anything that she could see from what's left of the explosion that she could, like, catalog for like study to see if they can figure out more of what the actual explosive was?
From the burns and everything like this, to you, from like what you've known in the past, like concoctions and everything, this can they can be basic explosives that people can make in like just sort of like combinations of like gunpowder and or like porcelain,
Gotcha.
just like small porcelain pots making grenades.
So it would, I wouldn't be able to distinguish it from any other normal, like,
Correct.
Bomb or
Yeah,
something.
you're not. While you know that people use explosives, you're not really versed in how they're made, or how the blast points on them differentiate from one or another.
Cool. That's fair. But that's what she's doing.
Okay. So you're going to be you're combing over the outside of the train and making notes as to where these blast points are at.
I would like to assist Azure Claw on whatever it is that he's going to be doing, if he would have me. And in the process, I also want to be on the lookout for any signs of those mana crystals still being around.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me for the mana crystals, go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
That is not a good number. What is my investigation here? Oh, I have such good investigation too. That's gonna be a 7.
A 7?
Nat 1 that I rolled.
Oof. You don't find anything reminiscent of the mana crystals that were used against the train. So from your experience, from what your knowledge of them, they tend to completely destroy themselves once they're used. They're not something that has a lot of lasting power afterwards.
Okay, well that at least still kind of succeeds in what the goal was there, and that was to just not accidentally explode one as we're poking around.
An undetonated mana crystal is buried in the snow somewhere.
That would be unfortunate.
Yep.
Do not need to step on any landmines here.
Dude, they're still picking up fucking like undetonated shit from World War One. So, yes.
Azure Claw.
Yes. I assume I would have some semblance of a almost manifest of what was there.
Yes. What you and the other mercenaries were hired to guard was a rather large crate, a singular crate that was probably about a good like 10 by 10 wide and about when stood up about 12 feet high.
Okay.
You were in the process of shipping a statue that was going to be used
Right.
in a dedication for the new head priest of Gloom's Bend. But it was going to be erected in Silverdale, where they have a small, I guess you would call it not really a shrine, but more of a plaza that has statues representing all the head members or the head priests of the temples outside of Morning Glory.
Okay. How big are we talking? Like,
It would be hard to miss.
okay.
Like
Then-
I said, the box standing up, it's like a 10 by 10 base, and then it's like 12 feet tall.
Okay. Since it's obvious, I mean, it's a statue. It's not like it's a super confidential thing. I'm going to let everyone else know what we're actually hunting for.
Okay, you let the group know what you're looking for.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's easier for us to all look for it as opposed to just me going, that's not it. That's not it. What are you looking for? Can't tell you.
Can't tell you, it's a secret. That's classified.
Secret.
Yeah. Exactly. How much of the train's wreckage is left?
The only thing that seems to be remaining is the cargo car.
Cargo car?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start from there and
So go
yeah.
ahead. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes.
You have ability to locate things.
I'm afraid I don't have much ability beyond just my eyesight.
Unfortunate. Would speed up process if you did.
It would, yes. Sorry. But I'll help you search.
There isn't anything tall that we could get on top of, is there?
There are a yeah, you could stand on
Shoulder.
Nalani's shoulder.
Yes, but can we put Nilani on something?
So there are a couple like sort of rises in the terrain.
Yep.
Here, what I'll do to make it easier for everyone.
I realize Nilani's tall, but if we can put a Nilani on top of something with something on top of Nilani, I mean,
You know,
I recommend something on top of Nalani.
I realized I should have uploaded this beforehand.
Oopsies.
doing it live.
Doing it live. Thankfully, I can just upload it from my desktop so I don't have to shrink anything. There we go. I'm just uploading a map here to give you guys a bit more of a feel as to what you guys are looking at.
While that's uploading, do we have the cart that we were in around here too, or is it just?
It's just the cargo cart, the
Okay.
small diner cart that you were in is
gone.
nowhere to be found at the moment.
Okay. I think that's my idea.
Take too long, seeing as how everything is just streamlined now.
Yay.
Perfect. Let me remove the stragglers here. I think you all can use these characters. Give me a moment. I'll put you over to the map. There you go. Let me know if you can move your characters.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I have the power. Okay.
There's no train car because unfortunately I couldn't find a crashed train car piece. So power of imagination.
Makes
So
sense
these
to figure.
these rises are like larger hills.
And would this be a rock on top of the hill?
That would be a rock, yes.
A decent sized rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Nalani, can we look from up there?
I don't see why not. How'd you want to look? It's gonna go stand up there?
Someone with someone slightly more observant should go.
Yeah, that's usually Kimmick's job.
Yeah, I think that rules out half the group already.
Wait, observing? Like,
Perception.
Perception.
I got a 4 in that.
I think that's better
You're the
than most of
guy.
us.
You just volunteered.
Cool.
Is that gonna be tall enough? Or you think we need to give him a boost?
Actually, hold on. Am I able to do this, or do I have to wait another level for this?
For what?
Oh dear.
I'm trying to remember a special feature with crystal dragons.
I don't think the crystal dragons don't have anything
What?
level based.
Yeah, if it's a polymorph ability,
No.
probably not at level 4.
No, it's hold on. It's my flying ability.
Just out of like what they've done previously, I would
Yeah.
say 5th or 7th.
Let me
If it's
see.
not.
Well, are you talking about the race ability?
Yes, the racial ability. I can't remember if it was either.
Oh, I think they did lock that in a level.
Yeah, I know they locked it at level. I just didn't know which one it was, what level it was. Oh, here we go.
They're gem dragonborns.
There you go.
Draconic flight, 5th level.
5th level. Yep, I just see it. Never mind. Okay, you said it was tall.
Yeah, it's like if you were to stand up there, like anyone who isn't Kemek or Kunkadval would have a nice vantage point over the area.
I'm pretty tall, so I'll go ahead and stand on it and do a perception check.
All right, go ahead and give me a
If we
perception
can
check.
track this down.
All right. That is a 20 for 24.
24. So as you're looking out, the sun catches the glint of a piece of metal on the southern side of the tracks. It looks like a large container may be buried under some of the snow.
All right, I'll bolt towards that and start uncovering the snow.
All right. And it takes you some time as you begin to uncover this rather large oblong crate.
Is there like
Art and Adventure, thank you for that raid.
Is there an opening of some kind?
No. Thankfully the crate is still sealed. Even with obviously being either thrown or dropped here, the structural integrity of it is still intact.
All right.
Nalani would like to join Yuriko looking at the blasts. Is there, because I did see what was being used.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see any residue from that along the blast marks?
No, the blast marks seem just from
Like the
what remains just the fire burn from like the initial detonation.
Okay, damn.
Can always hope.
So does this crate look familiar, Azure Claw?
Does it look like the right crate?
It most definitely is the right crate. It was honestly the only thing on the cart, on the cargo cart itself, that was this size.
Should be the right thing.
In that case,
Go ahead.
as I say, in that case, what's missing from the cart? What was the purpose of this?
Of the attack?
Mm-hmm.
Is a good question.
Is it possible
If they
that
didn't-
the whole point of the attack was just to destroy the train? Not after anything in particular?
Could be, but it's a lot of effort.
See,
And what seemed like valuable resources, from what I understand.
what Nolani said. A lot of effort for something that could have been done with less effort involved. Explosives on track would have yielded same result.
Perhaps maybe they took what was inside of the crate and just left the crate itself here to make us think that they didn't take anything. Do you want to crack it open and have a look?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll crack it open.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, if you're cracking it,
Without destroying the crate.
okay, go ahead and give me a strength check.
I slowly back away.
Oh, if it blows up, I don't think a few steps back are going to save you. Strength check 15.
15. You're able to start prying the top open successfully enough to where you're not going to destroy the top part of the crate. You may have to like hammer some of the nails back and straight, but aside from that, it's good. But as you open the crate up, you can still see the large statue dedicated to the priest inside. Thankfully, still in one piece.
No, this is right thing.
Do we have a manifest of what was in the cart?
You don't.
It's a shame, but what can do about that?
I'm gonna go over to Den Mother.
Okay.
You said the rest of the train has already been accounted for, right?
Well, aside from this cart and the one of the dining cart, which is about a mile that way from catching so much air from the explosion, yeah.
Any idea why train was attacked?
Yes, was there anything missing? A word of anyone special aboard?
Some of the
Why?
some of the dogs are going through the manifest right now, trying to see if there's anything unaccounted for inside the remains of that cargo car. But from what it looks like, your statue's here, so that's a bonus for you.
And we gave you a description of the creatures that attacked. Did that turn up anything? Those people or creatures belong to any known group, or were they just highwaymen?
It's honestly too soon for me to tell, but from the description that you and your friends gave, it sounds like they were lichens. Bear rats, at least, from the description that you were able to provide us.
But why attack train?
That's something I'm not sure about.
Does Nalani have any information on lichens?
You know of them. You know of lichens, but none that, make their home specifically like in this area.
Strange place for lichens to show up.
When we were all together after this happened, when we first spoke with you, Alistair mentioned, what was it? Whitegrave, I think the name was?
Oh,
One
yes.
that was possibly involved.
I assume that's who Al is hunting at this point in time. He is a known lichen. His escape from, well, the place that most people aren't supposed to escape from is a concern, most definitely.
Seems like our only lead at the moment.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't think there's been a record of anyone escaping Sunsgrave in any point in recorded history.
Is that the place that I'm thinking it is? The prison that was mentioned?
The Grand Morning Glory prison, yes. A place that houses all the evils, as the church puts it, of this world.
And this Whitegrave escaped from there. How long ago?
Has to be sometime recent if Al was tracking him.
I mean,
Sorry,
the
what did I
target
miss?
We're
might
talking
have been
about
Al.
we're talking about the guy that Al is hunting.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
Whitegrave.
Thank you, because my notes are in my other computer. Ha dumbass.
It's also in your Discord messages.
That too.
Could that mean that Al was the target?
I don't no, he wouldn't go through such extremes and then steal things from a cargo car to get at Al. He would just destroy the entire train or attack him head on.
So
Well,
we know things are missing from the cargo train?
I would assume so. This doesn't, if this was Whitegrave, there was a reason why the cargo train was targeted.
I mean, it sounds like we need to track this person down and get some answers. If
And
they're involved, then mystery solved. If they're not involved, well, that's one extra, murderous lichen that we don't have to deal with.
Exactly. See, listen to the tool.
I'm sorry?
What?
I mean,
How trustworthy are the guards at this prison?
You know what a zealot is, right?
Yes.
They put zealots to shame. They, from a young age, are indoctrinated into the church, mind, body, and soul. Their whole purpose is to keep those inside Sun's grave from getting out inside.
You said the dying cart was a mile that way?
The last we checked, yes, it was thrown a mile off the track.
Is there a way we could get crate back to town?
We could load it up
Put
on one
a new train?
We could load it up on one of the hand carts and have a couple of the dogs put them in or take it back in.
Church will not be happy about delayed.
Well,
Delivery.
unfortunately, the church is going to have to deal with it because this is the church's protocol. Trains don't get to move until we solve the mystery. And
No problem, not mine.
and those tracks get repaired, as she points to the destroyed tracks where the explosion took place.
Their problem, not mine.
Yuriko will look impressed because she was under the impression that the tracks were basically, indestructible.
Yeah, so something of great force was able to actually destroy these tracks.
Do the tracks look like they were... Does it look like an explosion blew the tracks up in an upwards direction, or just by sheer force they got ripped off where they were sitting?
From the way that it looks like the force itself sort of bent and broke the railings.
Unless you have any objections, I'd like to go check out the dying cart, as it was the source of the
We
blast.
should.
Our guest will be here combing through the wreckage of the cargo car, making sure everything is all present and accounted for. By the time you get back, maybe we'll have more of insight as to what, if anything, they took.
And when he wants to join me, he's welcome to. And with that, Wally's gonna pivot and start walking towards the other cart.
Do be careful while we're off examining the other cart. These creatures had some very impressive firepower.
Oh, it's nothing we can't handle. Creatures with impressive firepower is in our repertoire of things to deal with.
I'm sure it is, but I think this particular firepower might even make those at the Mage's Tower quiver.
Now you just pique my interest.
Gotta go, bye.
She kind of, as you're walking away, she's kind of looks at you questioningly a moment and shakes her head, and her and Scratches start heading towards the dining car, not the dining car, but the cargo car.
Where would I... If I had the knowledge to know, where could I find like a log of what was in the cargo?
You don't have anything like that.
I mean, if it was to be on the train, where would it be so I could try to find it?
It wouldn't be on the train.
Okay.
Dead Mother has a manifest.
Okay.
Yuriko's gonna wait and see if anyone else decides to go to the other cart.
Once
I'll
I'm
go.
sure the crate's going to get loaded, I will head over with Nalani.
And then Yuriko will tag behind once, there's at least 2 or 3 people
Okay.
in that way as well.
When Nalani notices people are following after her, she slows down enough that they catch up.
Escalia,
keeps
thank you for
walking.
that raid.
She won't have to slow too much. We do have normal people legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's more of a, she got a head start, so she's gonna walk
Penguin
slowly for a
shuffle.
little bit so everyone moves forward.
Nalani's just used to traveling with Kemek.
Yeah. Short legs in the snow is not a good thing.
Okay, and it doesn't take too long. It's only about a mile up the way, and you find the remnants of the dining car. You can't even call it a car anymore, as this was one of the main focal points of the attack. The car itself is splayed in a very wide pattern just from the detonation and then being launched and crashing back into the ground. But you do find a couple bodies in the wreckage. Burnt, a bit of shrapnel from the explosion itself sort of embedded into them now.
Are they people we were... Are they passengers or crew?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Yeah, burnt corpses.
Well, I mean, maybe we can find something identifying on them. 11.
11? Okay. Now give me a medicine check. See how well you can determine who's who from a burnt
This is
corpse.
far outside my range of things I should be doing. 3.
3.
They're dead, Jim.
Yeah, well, you know they're dead. But aside from that, any sort of distinguishing features or anything have been pretty much obliterated. They, at this point in time, are just charred and blackened from the explosions of the coalesced mana crystals. Various pieces of wood shrapneled into their bodies. Though you do recall that aside from your group, there was the server and then the gentlemen that were accompanying you in the cargo car as guards for the statue, and then your assailants, the were-rats.
Sasha
And the guy
classics.
who jumped to the wrong cart, to the other cart, and left us behind.
Yeah, the server jumped to the other car and kind of disconnected it. So can't be them.
Possibly the guards, but how did they end up here?
Yeah, because you remember that you didn't even see them. You made it back
They were in the cargo car.
Yeah.
These bodies are in wrong place.
It is a bit curious, isn't it?
Do they look like they've been dragged here?
I don't think you'd be able to tell if they have been placed
True,
here
we've
since
had like multiple days of snow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So any tracks or anything like that are going to be
Not quite. And I'm going to start digging in the snow next to the bodies.
okay.
Preferably if between where the bodies are and where the cargo container were.
Okay.
Do I find anything like, bloody drag marks?
Give me a nature roll here. A nature or survival. I'll let you choose.
Why do you do this? Okay.
Seeing that he's kind of onto something there, in conjunction to that, can I do an investigation or a medicine of some kind on the bodies to look for like grip marks on them? I mean, if these were torched bodies, it's probably going to leave a mark, I would imagine, in the flesh when they grabbed them to pick them up and move them.
Or if they were torched after.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that medicine check.
Either way, 19 on the survival.
19 on the medicine.
Nice.
Entire time Nolai's making a face at you guys for touching the bodies.
So digging a bit of a ways south from the dining car, and in combination with examining the bodies, it doesn't look like they were moved here. It looks like they were on the car in the general vicinity of where they're lying now when the explosion happened.
Well, at least that rules one thing out. That was smart thinking, Azure Claw.
Wonder if they were lichens?
There were a few of
That
them
were
on the
caught in
train, wasn't
blast?
there?
Where they were dead before the attack started.
We were only ones in dining cart, and dining cart is there.
Yeah.
Did any of the lichens get onto the dining car during the battle? I was not in a good vantage point myself.
There were 2 in the dining car.
Yeah, one got into the dining car. There were 2 in the kitchen, and then there were a couple more in the car that was between the kitchen and the or the galley and the cargo car.
As I'm recalling this, kind of poke my head up for a second. Where is kitchen car?
Good question.
You seem to remember distinctly there was a kitchen car, and then after that there was like a
There was
luggage
a cargo
compartment.
car, a kitchen car.
Yeah, because it was the cargo car, then there was a
Yep.
luggage car, and then there was the galley / kitchen,
car.
and then the dining car.
So we're missing a kitchen car and a luggage car.
Yep.
We missing kitchen car. Don't think they were hungry enough to steal kitchen car, and a luggage car.
How does not one, but 2 entire train cars go missing?
Is there, and because we obviously walked over here, was there any giant skid marks, flaming wreckage, identifying features that would be the 2 cars that we're missing?
Lumps in the snow.
Lumps in the snow. What is your passive perception?
Not great. 12.
9.
9.
What about the rest of you? What's your passive perception?
Disappointed in a lot of-
I think Alistair's probably going to have the highest.
I think
14.
Brown's at a 14.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 14 as well.
Even with your passive perceptions, you didn't really necessarily see anything on your way between the cargo car and here that would be reminiscent of other cars crashing and burning.
Good to know.
We should get Den Mother's help.
We should. Do you think it's possible that they were after something in the luggage car? I mean, everything else seems to be accounted for aside from the kitchen, and they probably didn't steal the kitchen.
Seems unnecessary.
Well, they're looking at the bodies and everything else after Nolai's done just looking disappointed that they're touching everything. Can I try and find any pieces of metal where the blasts would have been attached? I'm still looking for the residue.
Go ahead and give me an investigation roll.
Dirty 20.
So instead of finding a place where the blast went off, you actually find one of the crystals still embedded onto one of the pieces of the train in that weird gray goop that they used to stick it onto the outside, like the strange clay concoction. A soft red dull glow coming from the crystal itself.
Maya, can I have your help for a second?
Yeah, sure. What do you need?
She'll just point to it. Is that safe to move?
That's not safe to be near.
I mean, it was on the moving train.
Yes, and the train exploded.
Only after they shot him.
Has point.
Yes.
In this
I mean,
this section of the car is sort of away from the dining car itself. Kind of like sticking up out of the snow.
I've never handled any of these myself, only heard about them and read a little bit of literature. Let me take a closer look. Can I do an Arcana check to determine whether or not this is safe to handle?
Sure.
While Maya does that, can I take just a little bit of the goop from the outside edge? I want to use my alchemist kit to try and test what it is.
Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Damn it, I was hoping that wouldn't trigger from taking the edge.
Yuriko backs way away.
I just want a little bit from the edge.
I rolled a 26 on the Arcana.
And that was a 19 on my survival.
Okay. So
nice lucky
as you're looking over this, you see Nalani come over just like on the outside edge of where like this goop that's holding the crystal in place, just very gingerly get some of it off without disturbing it too much. The crystal doesn't even seem to react from what she's doing, but this crystal is still active. It's still live.
Does it seem volatile, or am I confident that I would be able to gently handle it without it exploding?
You're pretty sure there's an 80% chance that if you were trying to handle this, it would detonate.
Okay, so we probably have to blow this thing up, because it is just a bomb waiting to happen.
Got something we could throw at it? Oh no, I have something I can throw at it. Does everyone want to clear black radius?
Yes, let's all stand at a hopefully safe distance.
So we're going to usher everyone away from it.
I'm going to find a small hill, preferably to hide behind.
I like to stand right in front of the danger.
I'm gonna try and find something that I can make like a sniper's perch out of, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
A good distance away.
Okay.
And I'll use my crossbow to attempt to hit it with a bolt.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay. It's a 19.
A 19. So after you build your little nest, take aim with a crossbow, and everyone hears the twang of the string as it sends the bolt flying and hits the crystal dead center. And the moment it's touched, that just slight disturbance causes an enormous explosion to echo throughout the area, throwing snow and wood debris all over. And as like the smoke clears and the white mist of the snow blows away, you notice that it's uncovered more cars that were buried underneath the snow.
That's one way of finding them.
The car itself sort of like angled downward into a small divot of the land.
Well, now that the immediate threat's gone, I do want to take my sample and try and run it through my alchemist's kit to try and determine
Okay, go ahead
anything about it.
go ahead and give me a nature roll for this. You can add your proficiency with the alchemy kit.
Okay. Oh, that's not bad. That's a 15.
A 15? It's basic clay.
Well, there's nothing special about how they adhere it, just what was inside.
I really would have loved to have taken that with us and studied it, but don't need that happening in my pocket because I sat down wrong.
Now that's an image. I
Not a
prefer not to
pleasant
have
one.
that. Not
It's a
be
deadly
next to
whoopee
that.
cushion.
It looks like we've uncovered, hopefully, some answers. Let's give it a closer look.
I'm more. If no one else is going to, I'll drop down to the kitchen cart to see what's inside of it.
Okay.
I'll
So-
join her.
as you drop down, you kind of have to like hold yourself on the sides, due to the angle. There isn't really any place for you to get your feet.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the scene in Dark Knight Rising. Oh, not Dark Knight Rising, but the Batman movie with Bane, as he's falling through the plane and he's just grabbing onto the cars as the seats as he's going down.
Yep.
But you
This
can,
is fine.
as you're descending down the kitchen, the small kitchen car, you notice that the entirety of the luggage car is below you.
More look up at you.
Like
Whoever's in top up
vertically,
front of me.
are you talking like vertically jackknifed into the ground?
Yeah, like it hit a divot in the ground, and it's like vertically jackknifed downward.
Jesus. Okay.
Okay. That's
And you can see that there are a couple bodies strewn about in here as well, but these bodies don't look like they were harmed by the explosion, but were dealt weapon wounds.
Hey, those look familiar.
Going to look up and ask someone to drop a torch. See how far down it. See, make sure there's an end to the other side of this. We're not going down the cliff.
That
I mean, I'll drop
or
a torch
below, you know.
while also falling down.
Okay. Oh, so
you'll
you're
light a torch and then jump down with it.
yeah, you
Yeah,
just
that's
light
pretty
a
much.
torch and just do monk shit down.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Slow fall down.
So as you light that torch and you begin to like slow fall down, you notice that either the impact or a previous explosion opened up a small like underground cave mouth below the back end of the train car. And you can see that there's some luggage still like securely strapped into the sides, but some have most definitely fallen down into this cave.
I'm going to reply to him and to the group and let them know that there's a cave entrance here.
And from like
Well-
the way that it looks is the train car itself is over the roof of the cavern as it descends deeper down, probably a good 80 feet before there is even a floor. And these soft, like light blue ice crystals sort of give off a very eerie twinkle down here.
I think in this case it's time to climb back out and try and form a plan of action how to get down. Or if we even want to go into the
Holds up a
cart.
grappling hook and rope.
I got a lot of rope.
How much rope do we got? I got one. 50 foot.
Actually, I take that back. I do not have rope. I have a diplomat's pack.
You definitely don't have rope.
I do
No.
not have rope.
You
I
have
take
the-
that back.
You have
I'll
the
fall down
opposite
for you
of
guys.
rope.
think-
I've got 50 feet on me.
I have another 50.
I have
That's-
5 spools of brain string.
I'm good. I don't want to touch
Look at
that.
the
You know, I'm
brain
not
string.
climbing down that.
I'll do it. I'll
Climb
climb it.
down that.
Well, I
Five
think between-
spools of brain string. I love it.
Between Azekla and I, we have 100 feet, so if we can get to the bottom of the cart, we can drop the rope.
Yep, and I've got a grappling hook that we can use to actually secure it properly.
Just throw it down. I got it.
I'm not gonna brain Alistair with a grappling hook.
Thunk.
Do it. No balls.
I
He's a
can see
bird.
it happening. I can just see it coming.
No fur. I mean feathers.
Yeah, so work our way down and
Can I make it down without touching the bodies?
Mia, not to
Yeah.
make
Okay.
unreasonable requests. Can you get message to Den Mother?
I can. What kind of message you want?
We're about to do something stupid. Come find our corpses in an hour.
Okay, I can definitely do that. And the question is, do I need to see? I need to see, so I can't do that. Sorry.
You're a monk. Run fast.
I mean, I could do that too. Sure. I will go Speedy Gonzalez. Sorry. Let's go.
I've got it covered, if that's okay.
And never mind. Continue.
I like that idea.
Just because I'd much rather have your combat skills here with us than running off somewhere.
I'm not very good at combat.
After we jump into
I saw you on the
That's a
train. You can do
lie.
it.
You're a monk.
after we jump into spooky dark hole and get ambushed by scary things.
I'm the nicest monk.
So, I don't have message or sending or anything like that, but I will, while they're setting up the rope and everything that we're going to use to descend, I'll take out a piece of parchment and write down on it what we discovered, where we're going, come find us if you don't hear from us in a little bit. And then I will fold it up into a little origami bird and then cast animated scroll on it again. Just like I did with the centipede, and tell it to go find Den Mother and where it can find Den Mother.
Ooh, that's nifty.
I don't suppose you put a map on there.
Nope.
I can draw you a map if you asked.
I mean, they knew where the car was that we were examining, so.
I mean, they'll follow the explosion, right?
Yeah, you kind of set off a rather loud
The
explosion.
explosion, the literal, crater of snow that we just created.
Now we just gotta hope that there isn't something roaming around the area that sees a little tiny paper bird and goes, lunch, and has my note for a snack.
So, what specifically are we going to look for once we get down to this cave? We thinking something fell out of one of these carts that could be useful?
Could be. Are all those twinkly things down there look pretty cool?
Seems suspicious that car magically landed on cave.
Seems like there's easier ways to open a cave.
Explosions.
Yeah, I could just explode the cave.
Perhaps this was the intent, was to stop the luggage car over top of the cave so they would have easy access to its contents.
What I was thinking.
At least it's information.
Or it could just be a giant coincidence. We'll find out, I suppose.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Beware season 5 of Candy!
Well,
Seems like an oddly specific set of circumstances for this to happen.
Right?
unless you have an objection, I'll head down first just to try and secure it.
Yeah, I will use I will attach the end of the grappling hook to the rope, or the grappling hook to the end of the rope. Secure the grappling hook, and then tie the rope onto something. Because you said there's seats, right?
Yeah.
Or something. So basically hook the grappling hook on that securely, pull it taut, and then tie the rope, and then carry on from there.
All right, go ahead and give me a survival roll.
Glorious. By glorious, I mean probably dangerous.
Most definitely dangerous.
So who's going down first?
It's a 19.
Okay.
Lonnie, and then you.
Oh, me? Okay. I would love to.
We're just going to yeet him out the hole. Fine. He'll be fine. He's monk, right? It's fine.
All right. So everyone who is using this rope, you can go ahead and give me a survival roll. No, an athletics roll with advantage.
Yes, please.
All right.
Yes, please.
That was kind of crap. This is 17.
A 17. Nice.
I'm going to roll, but when I get down there, I want to do something as soon as Mia's coming down.
With athletics, dirty 20.
Nice.
I got a 17.
Nice.
22.
Nice. What about Mia?
14.
14? You're all good. Everyone
Sing.
is able to descend the ropes down.
And what is Lord Alistair doing?
as soon as Al gets on the, like, he just touches ground, he's gonna look up at Mia and he's gonna cast or use his racial feature psionic mind, and he's going to do a telepathic message to Mia, and pretty much just goes,
"Beware." And as you say that with your telepathic mind, it echoes throughout the entirety of the cave.
even better.
Wait, we hear that?
Everyone hears it. Like there's just deep guttural voice saying beware.
What the? Like,
I'm down there with him. Can I know it originated from him?
No. Because it's a psychic thing, so
Oh.
it just looks like he's looking up at the rest of the people coming down, making sure they're okay. And just that deep guttural voice just echoes throughout the cave.
Alright, well now I have to pinpoint the source of this, and I'm in full-on battle mode.
yeah, Yuriko like pulls out her boomerang. Because actually, do I have enough room to pull out my boomerang in here?
Yeah, it's spacious. It's
Yeah,
definitely
we're a giant cave of twinkling stones.
I just stop wherever I am on the rope when that happens, and just kind of wait for a moment and then look down. Should I be heading back up? The hell was that?
Do a flip.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why are you so unconcerned?
Oh, I'm concerned, but just a typical day for me.
Well, then I'm sure you'd love to go look around to see if there's anything in here with us.
Sure, I'll go first.
So we're still doing this then, even after hearing that?
Yeah.
If we don't, it's gonna come after us, and do you want to fight it in that tiny cart?
You want to fight on the rope or you want to fight down here?
Neither. As I finish going down the rope.
okay. So I think with that, we are going to go ahead and take our first break. I just noticed the time and we're running a little bit long. So let's go ahead, get up, stretch our legs, get something to drink. And when we get back, you guys can start exploring this little cavern.
Yay.
Stick with everyone. We will be right back. And we are back.
Over the table and just commit the violence.
The best part, Azerin, is I literally have that deck sitting in a box.
That is some
I-
fucking heinous bullshit.
And I didn't even know freaking creatures
it's-
like you can't block actually bypasses for ninjutsu. I thought that was great.
No, I have an entire deck, Azerin, that runs on sphinxes that allow me to draw cards. I have a sphinx that allows me to pay mana to draw cards, and I run Jace's Erasure, so every time I draw cards, people have to discard.
So
It's like,
Fox,
as you all get down into this cave,
I'll DM you.
it's a bit uncomfortable to say the least. Easily 30 degrees colder down here than it is up at the top at the moment.
Sorry, how much colder?
30 degrees.
Is that in that's
Freedom
in
units.
fake temperature?
That's in freedom units.
Okay, I'm like that is
No.
concerning.
No. It's like it's just that meme of visible confusion.
I was just gonna say, are we dead? What happened?
Yeah, like I'm thinking, oh, did we just go from -10 to -40? Because that's going to hurt.
I cast fire.
That's okay. I thought he meant
Yeah.
the same thing at the same time. I'm like, wait.
yeah,
I'm a full-
Yuriko doesn't feel shit
Oh.
because she's got the cloak of comfort on.
Okay. So Fox, I'm gonna translate that for us. So that's minus that. We still went from -10 to like -32.
So cold, Not-
This is
not immediately frostbitten.
this was
type
the
cold.
reaction from all the Canadians in chat and in game.
Oh
Yep.
God,
Yep.
my brain physically stopped. Okay,
Confused,
I was like,
screaming.
I'm sorry. What? I mean, yes, but the drop is a little more. The real numbers are a little more to the tune of, oh, okay, it got cold this afternoon.
Yeah, it's
As
uncomfortable.
opposed to, hey, I heard
You're
metal
dead.
snap. I heard metal snapping.
My teeth are
You
cold.
thought you had a sword, but now
I'm in
it's just
danger.
ice.
Oh,
Oh,
that's too fucking cold.
It's still too fucking cold.
yeah.
But-
-32 in cold weather gear isn't unreasonable.
We don't have to take our jewelry off yet, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's literally -40. That's when things get scary.
As you're looking around this cave, you can hear like an audible twinkle coming from these crystals that are jutting out of the wall. Not really sure if they're gemstone or if there's some sort of like permafrost glacier fragment or what, but they're giving
I'd
off.
like to appraise them.
Okay, you can most definitely appraise them being a jewel cutter. Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. And you can
I have
use
appraise.
Oh, that's right, you do have appraise.
I have
forgot.
appraise.
Okay, then give me an appraise check. I forgot you have the appraise skill.
That's a nat 20 for a 22.
A nat 20 for a 22. If you were able to somehow get the entirety of the fragment that you're looking up out of this cave, this chunk could net you probably around 2,000 gold.
So we're standing in money, not ice.
Yes, it's some sort of gemstone, but you can feel just like a painful chill coming off of this thing, kind of giving a hint that you're not going to want to handle this with
Magic
flesh.
crystals.
some form of magic crystal. Yes.
Mia. Good news.
Yes.
That's not ice. These, not ice.
And Mia,
What are they?
as you get a closer look,
They're crystal. They're worth several thousand gold, each one of these.
Azure Claw is standing right next to a very large, uncut, coalesced mana crystal.
What I was afraid of.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
okay.
figured.
So
And you could see that this is lining the cavern walls, and like in places on the floor are jutting up out of it.
a couple things real quick. First, you are right. These are very valuable. Also, very explosive or volatile. These are another form of the crystals that blew up the train. But these are raw. They haven't been worked.
Is that why they're blue, not red?
Well, the color, from my understanding, seems to differ depending on... Well, I don't know the specifics, but I think it has something to do with the type of magic that's in them, or where they're formed, how they're formed, something like that. I'm not an expert by any
So,
means.
ones on train were red and blew up.
Yes.
What type of magic is blue?
That is a very good question. Again, I don't have hands-on experience with these, so it's just pure speculation on my part. If I had a means of detecting magical types, I could tell you, but I don't.
It's eyes calling it.
Okay. No.
So
no.
we're standing in a literal powder keg.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gradon, to define what that means, is we're talking school of magic.
Mhm.
So evocation would be red in this case,
Okay.
which means blue could be something much more horrific.
I
So
think
my
it's time to go
question
back up
is-
the rope.
Wait. We
There's
heard voice.
It can stay in here with the explosive crystal. I'm going up.
Yeah.
Do we know what made voice?
No, we don't.
Well, we'll climb out, explode the crystal, and we don't have to worry about the voice.
Well,
There's
the
just
thing-
not one crystal. There are a lot of crystals.
Hundreds?
Explode one, it will
Yes.
make a chain reaction, we're good to go.
It's like
We don't...
the walls of this place are a geode of explosive magical crystals. And my assumption, based on the color, and again, this is just an assumption, is that we're maybe looking at like abjuration or something of the sort. But again, without the ability to determine exactly, it really could be anything.
Or
Really don't know what that means, and I don't think I want to be down here.
magic ones. What does abjuration do?
It's typically not overly harmful, but can be extremely harmful, like
Ex-
every school of magic. But
Ex-
usually, you know,
give
like
example.
shielding and such is abjuration-based magic. But again, I have no hands-on experience with these crystals. The colors could be completely different from what we expect. We could be looking at a cavern full of necromancy crystals, for all I know. Which is a terrifying thought. I wish I didn't say that.
There's more reason not to be down here.
Yeah, Yuriko's heading back to the rope, and she's gonna start climbing up.
Should find dead mother.
Peace now.
This-
I'm out of here.
Yeah, because her primary weapon is like completely nope in here. So yeah.
Yeah, throw the boomerang, miss, hit a crystal. See what
Yeah.
happens.
On the plus side, though, if we don't touch them, it should be fine.
Is this like would this be like walking through
A minefield,
a
yes.
maze, like a maze of crystals?
Yeah. Like you just like they're all over the walls, and some of them are jetting up out of the ground. But there's a wide enough path that you can walk around them without necessarily having to worry about setting them off.
does it
do
look
that.
like there's an obvious path that might have been, for some reason, traveled?
Give me an investigation roll.
You know, I need to quit asking questions that I have stats that have a 0 modifier in.
No, keep
Better
asking
than
them.
negative.
That is a 6.
That is a 6. You don't really see much of a defined path, though. You don't really see anything that tells you not to walk through this way. From what you assume, as long as you don't touch the crystal, you're fine.
When in doubt, keep going.
Touch
I move
or
forward.
hit?
Don't hit, don't kick, don't touch. Pretty much.
Don't lick the shiny blue crystal?
Oh, so Alistair's moving deeper into the cave.
Oh dear God.
Is that what you said, Alistair? Groudon?
Huh?
Is that what
I
you
probably
said?
got distracted because I just responded to a DM of his.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Is that what you're saying? Is you're moving deeper into the cave?
Yes.
Okay. So as you begin to move
Don't
deeper, you
hit
round the corner
Crystal.
and you find a stone landing and a set of stairs descending down a little bit deeper into this
Okay.
cave. And you can see small juts of crystal kind of poking up out of the ground itself.
I do not touch those, but I keep going down.
As you begin to get part way down, a bit of slime kind of comes and like drips on your shoulder.
Great, we got slimes now.
And it's not really slime, it's like a mucus. And then there's a wet flop as this weird snail-like creature, kind of like slug-like creature, I should say, lays there for a moment, kind of struggling, and it rolls over. And it kind of like looks up at you and gives just this very audible, piercing howl that begins to emanate off of all of the crystals in the cave as well. And then like other, not really howl, but scream or a screech, and all like these other like audible screeches sort of follow it as you see multiples of these slug-like creatures begin to descend down the wall and out of like different holes and pores that are in the cave walls. Give me a moment.
Does this sound like it's resonating inside our skulls?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like every time this happens, it just kind of rattles the old brain cage.
Psionic crystals!
Well, I guess we know what told us to get out.
Oh man,
Question
how to
is
end up like a
how-
vegetable. Break a psionic crystal.
Question is, how close we're Nalani? Well, I wouldn't want your code to go up, but how close are we to making it out?
You guys are still back at the at where the rope is at. Al
Yeah.
went off on his own.
Yeah.
So give me a second. I'm putting some things on a map for Groudon.
You know, the worst part is, this is somehow in the end my fault.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
No, it's not.
on a who created these horrible things level.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was your
Yeah,
fault.
Well-
this is my fault.
That was you.
Yeah,
I don't know
Well,
what you're
no,
talking about. I think this is great.
You didn't tell Al to go like fucking spelunking in the explosive crystal den.
No, he just made the explosive crystals.
yeah. The explosive crystals were created by me. That's my bad.
Okay. So I'm going to need everyone to give me initiative.
I can do that.
I do not see my
Okay.
name in the turn order.
I don't see anything in the turn order.
I
What
s-
the heck?
Oh, because you guys aren't
I
in
see.
the... Hold on.
we be on the map for this?
It'd be helpful.
How about now?
I mean, as
Alright.
much as I'd like to object to
Yay!
it,
I was like, wait, they need to be on the map.
we do. For better or for worse, we have to actually be on the map.
Awesome.
I feel like using magic in here is going to be a really bad idea, though.
I believe
Um,
being in here for any extended period of time is a bad idea.
I mean,
Set off some
only if
lightning.
you hit a crystal, honestly.
I can't use my weapon in here.
Uh,
I can't use any of my
as-
weapons in here.
As you get a closer look at these things, Groudon, you notice that the same crystals that are jutting out of the wall are actually jutting out of the creatures themselves.
Oh, that's not funny.
When in doubt, kill him. Let's go.
Oh, please don't break those. Oh dear. I choose life.
I choose death.
You can die alone.
It will be swift and
Painful.
Coursing River.
spectacular.
I will say nice words at your funeral.
Ah, it'll be great.
Oh.
Like if you're lucky, we'll actually be able to like scoop up some leftovers of you.
I'd be more worried that the crystals don't blow up in a destructive thing and blow up in like a EMP brain frying method, and you
I don't want any part of that.
I don't want any part of any of it.
you might be totally intact. Your brain might be the equivalent of jello left out in the sun.
You ever see
then
what
it's
happens?
like
What happens to high frequency noise when it meets a skull?
No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good.
But Al, you can start us off.
I don't like any
Boy,
of that.
can I? Well, it's time to be either stupid or not. So let's see here. Looks like I am going to be stupid today, folks.
Oh, don't use the crystals and improvised weapon.
Thanks for putting something in my head.
Or
I
do.
love you.
Or do. I'm not your mom.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, what would I need to do to grapple and throw this thing?
You make a grapple check.
Okay.
It makes a straight contest.
Okay.
And then if you grapple it, then if you have another action, you can throw it. Or on your next turn, you can throw it.
Okay. So I grapple it and throw it behind me towards everyone else. Joking.
Well, nobody else is in the room with you.
I
They're
know.
still, I have them up at the top there because they're still in the other section of the cave.
That's cool. I was gonna scare him. Anyway. Alright.
We believe in you.
Goodbye, bitch. Alright. I'm gonna use the 8-point key.
Okay.
I'm going to activate my twin snakes.
All right. What does twin snakes do?
Sorry. Well, I'm gonna. I gotta attack first before I can even use it, I believe, right? So.
When you use the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to cause tendrils of flame to stretch out from your fists and feet. Your reach with your unarmed strike increases by 10 feet for that action, or by 10 feet for that action, as well as the rest of the turn. A hit with an attack deals fire damage instead of bludgeoning damage. And if you spend 1 key point, when the attack hits, it also does 1d10 extra fire damage. Yeah, so pretty much it changes your basic melee attack to a 15-foot reach.
Hooray! All right. So I'm going to roll. That is a. What's my plus hit? 17 plus 6.
23.
Yes.
That'll
good
hit.
Okay. Where's my thing? God damn, it's been a while since I. All right. And doesn't this do anything else? No, it's just 1d4 plus 4 fire damage, right?
Yeah, you treat it as fire damage for this turn.
All right. That is 3 plus 4, so 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage.
I would also like to use a point of key as a bonus action to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Let's do this again. That is 4 plus 4, so another 8 fire damage.
You have to make another attack. You have to make another attack with flurry of blows.
Sorry. Forgive me. That was another 17 plus 6. Sorry.
Okay. All good.
I will reroll it. I will reroll that. Okay, so again, 4 plus 4.
All right, so another 8 fire.
Yep. And then roll for this. As 12 plus 6, 18 a hit.
18 hits.
All right. 3 plus 4, so 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And I think that is all I can do for a turn.
Okay. Nalani.
I'm back at the rope.
Yep.
I know Yurka was going up first. So I probably was standing there watching her try and scurry up the rope. Did I see Alistair run off?
Yeah, everyone saw Alistair walk off, sort of like doing a bit of deeper investigation into the cave. And then,
I
like,
heard the screaming.
a few moments after he broke line of sight of everyone, you heard the screaming kind of resonating off the crystals.
We do something about that, or is it time to go?
Can't leave him.
How do you know he's not coming? He could be running this way right now, and we'd be running in.
Well, if he is running this way, then we meet up with him and continue running this way.
Does not seem like it's going to be. How
Not the
far would
answer
it?
you wanted. I'm sorry.
No. How far down did the opening of that cave thing look from?
It's gonna be about 35 feet before you get down to where the stone landing where Alistair is at.
So I can move 30 feet and get and look that way. How dark is it in here?
It's
That's
lit
a
up.
better question.
Like the crystals are lighting everything up.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they glow. If you
Mhm.
didn't understand that part.
They glow as if they have the continuous light spell cast
Okay.
on them.
I just wasn't sure how bright their glow was. If it was
In
a
the
dim
appropriate
bioluminescence.
In the appropriate color, might we add?
So if I move to it's 30 feet towards where Alistair went. Can I see him?
Yeah, so if you were to get the 30 feet, you would be about here on the map now. And you could
Okay.
see Alistair sort of punching down like flaming snakes on his hands down towards this strange looking, almost slug-like creature with the same crystal shards jutting out of their backs.
Call back to the group. He's fighting crystal slugs.
That's new.
Can I see all of them, or can I see just like the one that he's fighting and the one at the top of the stairs?
Pretty much the one you assume that he's fighting one as he's like
Okay.
punching down at it, but you can definitely see the one that's up at the top of the stairs right now.
See the crystals jutting out of it. I don't really want to touch this thing. I don't have anything I can do without touching it, though. Um, So I guess first thing for the bonus action is I will draw my glaive across my. Just from the shape of the weapon, the back of the leg makes the most sense to me because it's a pole with a blade at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll activate Ray of the Dawn. I don't want electricity in here, so Ray of the Dawn.
Okay.
So I shed a bright light out of the weapon. That's the only thing that does this moment. I really want to move towards this thing, so he needs a path cleared though. So, oh, I can't move any farther. No, I'm looking to take an action. No, I'd rather. Everything different action. I'll wait there to see what the rest of the party does.
Okay. Yuriko.
I'll hold my action in case it comes towards me.
Can we leave?
Can't leave the Dragonborn behind.
Alistair, move your ass. We can't be down here. I can't do anything to help you.
Are you
Did
gonna
he respond at all?
you gonna respond at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Like, she literally has nothing in here that won't kill us all. Like everything she does will kill the party.
Does Yuriko carry anything that's a melee weapon?
Yeah.
All you ever see is her boomerang.
The
and
giant
her
beat 'em
shotgun.
stick.
I mean, she beat a line just fine without throwing it.
Yeah, but I mean, it needs clearance. It's like, it's, you know. I mean, can I make an like a realistic decision based on being a battle master that I can swing my weapon in here?
Oh
if
yeah,
I don't
like no,
throw it?
it's wide open. Like once, like even when Nolani and Alistair came into like this section, it's a huge cavern. It's like not just like this small section that you see on the map, but it's expansive out beyond that.
Idiots. All right. I know Nalani has reach, so I'm going to move to. Can I move here in one action?
What's your speed?
Should be 30. Let me double
30.
check.
You'll move. You'll move there then.
Okay. I don't have anything. Yeah, I'm going to go there and then hold my actual action for anything that comes within melee range that I can hit.
Okay.
You know, and I'm specifically not aiming for the crystals on their backs or on their heads or wherever the hell the crystals are.
Alrighty. Alistair, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you?
Yes. You absolutely can. 15.
15. You're going to take 4 points of psychic damage as you see the crystals on the back of this creature in front of you kind of like twinkle for just a moment, and there's a screech that just rips through your mind. And as you're kind of like shaken about this, it pulls back a bit. You can see a row of teeth underneath the top part of it, and it goes to lunge for your leg.
Okay.
So I doubt this is going to hit you. No, a 10 will not hit you.
Nope.
What about a 19?
Actually, yes.
So as it kind of like tries to grasp at you, and it with its teeth and it misses, it whips you in the shin with one of its tendrils. And you will take 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
Ooh, these actually have a decent movement speed. So this one is going to go there, and it's going to try to first bite you, Al.
Okay.
It's going to miss. And then it's going to miss with a tendril as well.
Okay.
One's going to come up here and do the exact same thing. Both are going to miss.
Okay.
That one is going to go there. It's going to hit you with its bite unless you can withstand a 23.
I cannot.
And what about a 16?
Nope.
Okay. So you are going to take 16 points of slashing damage that bites into your leg.
Okay.
And the final one is going to come there.
All right.
And it's going to make a bite and a tendril. 2 misses.
All right.
And the one right here is going to slither on up.
When it moves into my attack range.
Yes, you can.
At 10 feet.
Yes, you can.
As my reaction.
Yeah, since you did a held action, you can.
I have a pole arm master, so as a reaction when it enters my threat range, I can take my attack opportunity.
Awesome.
So that's going to be a 19 to hit.
A 19 will hit.
Do you
Let me see
have
if there's
Sentinel?
anything- I do not, unfortunately. That's
Damn.
on the list. It's on the list. Nope, just a straight opportunity attack. Okay. So that's going to be 9 points of slashing damage,
Okay.
and then I'd also like to go off my held action.
Yep.
Well, the held action or
Oh,
the
they're both reactions, aren't
opportunity
they?
attack
You're
both
right.
use reaction. So,
Forgot about that. Thank you.
but
So, yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be your choice if you want to do one or the other.
It would have been same either way. Oh wait, and I forgot. 2 points of radiant damage.
Yep. Because your brand.
Yep.
Yuriko, are you going to use your reaction to make the attack on your held action? You're muted.
Oh, it did move past her. All right, cool. Yep. I am going to. God, I wish I was flanking. I'm going to take a swing at it, and then if I hit it, I'm going to try and move it between Milani and myself with my crusher. Oof, that's gonna fucking miss.
What'd you get?
Let's see. +6. That's an 11. That's gonna miss.
That misses.
Like she's hesitant to swing the way she normally would swing, and it's throwing her off because she doesn't want to accidentally hit a crystal and blow everyone the fuck up, including herself.
I mean, that's valid. Azure Claw.
Oh, okay. And how far out of the room are we?
It's about 30 feet.
About 30 feet to the edge of the room.
To get in, yeah.
Okay, so I'll end up sort of there.
All right.
That works.
Yep.
While running, we're gonna pull the great sword out. And we are going to... What is the ruling on one after this? You know what? We're gonna try it. We're gonna throw a Great Weapon Master behind this one. So that puts me at...
Just take the 500 to hit. Makes it easier.
Yeah, I was just figuring out where that puts me for an actual roll. Yeah, it's a 10.
A 10 will not hit.
Sadness. And I do not have my second attack yet. So that is going to be it for round 1.
Okay. Mia.
I'm gonna rush in and stop right here as soon as I see a weird slug creature. Don't want to get any closer than that.
Yep. And you notice that this thing has small shards of the coalesced mana crystals like growing out of it.
And I think my turn is best used here trying to learn more about these things. So I am going to need an intelligence saving throw from this slug creature while I try to use my connection cantrip on it.
Ooh, okay. What does connection do?
So it creates a momentary bond between me and the target of my choice. They make an intelligence saving throw, and on a failure, I learn one of the target's immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities.
All right.
DM's choice.
As you do that, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Okay, good thing that was a nice roll. That's a 17.
A 17? You are going to take 1 point of psychic damage as you feel your mind reach out and make connection with it, and there's just like this psionic feedback thrown against you. Though it did fail it did fail its own saving throw.
Nice. So
So-
if it has any of those things, I get to learn one of them.
It doesn't have any immunities, but it has a cold resistance.
Gotcha. Okay. And when I learn that, it learns that I am resistant to radiant.
Okay.
That is the end of my turn.
Punchy Man Al.
Hi. First off, as a free action, I'm chugging a goddamn potion.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah. Great. Give me a sec here. 2d4 plus 2. Hullabaloo and Timbuktu. May or may not help, but we'll take it. That'll be 9 points. I'm at 14. Let's see here. How am I gonna do this? Attack.
Disengage and run away.
Sure, I would love to disengage, but they still get attacks of opportunity.
That's
Nope.
what disengage is for.
Disengage stops that from happening. You use your action or bonus action to do it if you have like cunning action and stuff to disengage, which essentially stops creatures from being able to get an opportunity attack on you when you leave their threat range.
But I don't have uncanny action.
No, you use your action
Yeah,
to do
you
it.
use your
Oh.
action to disengage.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
It's a rogue trick to be able to use a bonus action for that.
It's rogue bullshit.
Gotcha.
Gilly, you are muted.
You can use Step of the Wind as well to disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to spend a key point for that, though.
Yeah. It's probably better to do the action.
Boy.
He is somewhat smart enough to be like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. So I will spend a point of key to.
You can just use your action to disengage.
Okay, I can do that too.
So you don't have to spend any key points.
Cool, thank you. And getting the fuck out of here. Hey, look at that. Cool. They're right behind me. Because I have 40 feet. Hi.
Okay, so
That's
this is going to be painful for you. As these creatures specifically have a trait called Ravenous, which allows them to make attacks opportunities on people who disengage.
If I knew that, I would have just attacked to begin with.
How are we supposed to know that? This is their first time seeing these things.
The entire point is you didn't know it.
That's because my whole plan was like, I'm just going to attack and just use the dodge action with my fucking thing and just pray.
I would have done the same thing. I would have tried to disengage as well.
Yeah.
We just had no idea that these things could do that.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's fucking.
Okay. So, what armor class do you have?
My armor class is 18, buddy.
Okay. So, out of the 6 attacks of opportunity, 2 hit.
Cool. I guarantee you I'm down.
Got 14, so I mean, fingers
Oh,
crossed.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
I have
They could roll low.
The first one, you're going to take 9 points of damage, of slashing
God.
damage.
All right, back to 5, baby.
And the second one, you're going to take 14 points of slashing damage as you get 2 bites in you.
Which one hit me there? Because I got to move back to whatever one hit me.
So you'll fall
I would
here.
I would say you drop. Okay.
Because this
You're next
this
to me.
one hits you. So
Okay,
you
so
kind
that's
of
the one that hit
clear.
me. All right.
You kind of clear out safely, and then you just fall unconscious. As Mia, you can see that there are 2 very large bites in his calves, where the worms had just pretty much tore flesh out of him.
10 out of 10. We'll do this again.
Alistair, can I get a death saving throw?
Oh, it's his go. Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, sure.
Roll
Cool.
Roll 20. Roll 20.
That's
Did
a
you roll
1.
Okay, that's
Ah, dude.
2 fails.
Quick, someone stab him. Just kidding.
2 fails.
Time to make another character, guys.
Nalani.
Send this back to morning glory.
Long live the king.
Maybe only person that I don't know if she can heal. It's the only person with any possibility of it, though.
You all have seen Mia do some healing before.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
right.
Yep.
Why is every campaign I'm the first one down?
Because you're the one who keeps separating themselves from the rest of the group.
I didn't do it on purpose last season, okay? I got lost in a fiery smoke of darkness.
I would suggest having that YOLO tattoo on your ass removed.
YOLO tramp stamp.
YOLO.
Nalani.
I knew this was a bad idea.
Okay. Oh no, never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're fine.
I'm fine. Okay. We're going to go ahead and bonus action do Curse of the Marked.
You can mark
on the
a
one in
creature.
front of me.
All right.
Just gives the extra damage. And we're going to go ahead and stab down. I can't really move while everyone's clustered around me. 23 to hit?
Yeah. If a 23 doesn't hit, you are severely in trouble.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. So that's going to be, it's actually max damage. I got 14 slashing.
Nice.
And 8 radiant.
14 slashing and 8 radiant.
That's cool, man.
The map's not updated, Rojan.
What do you mean it's not updated?
Nalani is between Raven and myself.
Yeah.
That's what she was.
Yep.
I don't see
She's
that on
attacking
I
the
don't
one right in front of her.
Did my roll 20 not update? What the hell?
She's right here.
It should be right,
Got a
yeah,
card.
right there. And there's
I'm
a monster
refreshing.
right here.
Hold on. My roll 20 didn't update.
Oh.
I see you in that square.
Okay.
Anything else?
There's really nowhere for me to move to successfully, so I...
Oh, there you are. I had to update too.
Weird.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was looking at the map. I was like, that's not where people are. Where I on my roll 20.
Yeah, I'll stand there for now.
Okay.
There's a semi-conscious, dead-ish body behind me.
Yuriko.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna hit this thing. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 will hit.
All right, cool. So I am going to hit that. Oh, I had to. Yes. I was like, where's my character sheet? I was like, oh yeah, I had to reload. It's 88. Yep. So I'm going to do 7 points of bludgeoning. But the most important part is I'm going to push it down 5 feet south. And then I'm going to BTFO.
Okay, go ahead and move yourself.
Well, I'm moving back towards the entrance, wherever that is.
Yep, that way.
So, yeah.
Okay. So it's a good thing that you pushed it back. As on their turn, you see all of them kind of let out like another psionic screech. Groudon, I will say what you did with disengaging was a hell of a lot safer than you standing there, because
Oh my gosh.
their screech hits everything within every enemy within a 5 foot radius of them.
Yeah, you were
You'd have been so dead. You'd have
Again,
been so dead.
Again, have you seen what high frequency does to a human skull? But this one's gonna move forward to attack Nalani. The bite will miss.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit you?
I wish I could say no, but it does.
Well, you're gonna take a whole whopping four slashing damage as it hits you with a tendril.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a lot of damage.
Oh, I forgot to take my blood maledict damage. I'm sorry. That was 3 points.
This one is gonna saunter on up, and it is going to make an attack against Nalani.
Okay.
You know, I don't like that thing.
That
next to me.
is a 24 for a bite.
Mhm.
All right. So you are going to take 18 points of slashing. Oh, I'm sorry, 17 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then it's gonna miss with the tendril.
Okay. Bring on the next one.
Yep.
It's more room.
This one comes on up and
Yep.
goes to make a bite on Nalani. Misses. Tendril misses.
These things are pretty fucking fast for snails, man.
They have a 30.
know.
They have a 30-foot land speed, swim speed, and burrow speed.
Fuck that noise. That is bullshit.
I think Wizards just updated every single monster to have 30 feet.
No, they didn't update the monsters. And this isn't Wizards. This is Kobold Press.
This is a Rojan special.
This is a Kobold
Yeah.
Press monster that I just
doesn't make it
that I
any
just
better.
jammed coalesced mana crystals into the back of.
I forgot I have.
It's like,
an
it's like,
ability. Oh, well.
what are you missing? Oh, okay. Stab, stab, stab.
How can I make this thing worse? Yes.
Yeah, that.
Azure Claw.
Oh my god, this is going to be exciting. Okay. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. We are not going to Great Weapon Fighter this. Regular attack. Does a 14 hit them?
14 hits.
Perfect. I am gonna burn a superiority die.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Nope.
There's only one within striking distance. The sweep attack wouldn't work.
Also, there's a
That's not-
crystal right in front of him, so I don't think you want to sweep attack that.
Nope.
Yeah,
Or maybe you
I'm
do.
going to use maneuvering attack, targeting Mia.
Is Mia within your range?
Just 10 feet away.
It's 10 feet away.
No. The maneuvering attack is anyone I can see.
Oh, allows them to move
Without
Oh, that's
provoking attacks of opportunity.
because it's not a
Which is
disengage. The ravenous will not kick in effect.
You want?
Mia, would you like to use half your movement to get the hell out of Dodge?
I would like to use 5 feet of my movement.
That's acceptable.
Go
I'm
right
just
here.
giving you the option.
You're gonna stab me in the back, aren't you?
Listen.
I'm gonna stab you in the front.
No
You're
witnesses.
giving me extra damage, okay? That's what you're doing.
Nothing personal, kid.
Yeah, I mean it saves me the smack in the face by a tentacle when I try and run away.
Oh. Shit.
And you're not the first down, Groudon. Somebody else has already hit 0 HP.
16
Hey,
damage.
who?
16 damage. Okay, you obliterate this thing. And as you do, you kind of see it, you can kind of see the crystals on his back pulse for just a moment as all of the other creatures around it begin to writhe in pain.
Neat.
I gotta make checks here.
Hive mind.
Oof. Okay.
There's upsides and downsides to hive mind.
So they are all going to take 8 points of psychic damage.
Aim for the meaty part.
And they are all stunned.
Oh, run! Run away!
As they all kind of just like give like this visible indication that something just momentarily dazed them.
Okay. And since I am technically out of range, is there room behind me to duck around?
It's
just
more
don't
this
Jump
way
over the corpse.
Yeah, just step over the Dragonborn. He won't
because
feel it.
the entrance is over here.
Okay. Then I'm gonna put myself there to blockade so Mia doesn't get clocked in the face.
Okay.
I
Mia.
respect the thing that I think is a caster.
That's fair. Okay, so step 1 is going to be healing Lord Alistair. I'm going to point a finger in his general direction. He is surrounded briefly by red mist.
Snap
and
finger point
heals.
finger gun.
The finger I pointed was my middle finger, by the way.
Oh, okay.
You are going to restore 2d4 plus my spellcasting modifier.
I was actually gonna
Heal
roll
you
for my
by
last
giving you the
death.
bird.
I actually
You're
want
not
to see
allowed
what I
to
would have
die
gotten.
yet. We're not done with you. So,
Don't roll, Groudon.
Okay.
You know he'll make you keep it.
I'll make you keep it.
yeah.
I actually did roll already, and I
Well,
was about to
before you say that,
cool.
you heal 12 HP.
Okay. That's cool, bro.
Anything else, Mia?
Yes.
Run.
Running is very, very high on the priority list. But looking at the one that's dead, are the crystals still in its back?
The crystals are still in its back, but it doesn't seem like it has any sort of glow in it anymore. As if the crystal itself has been expended.
Could still be valuable information to be learned there, and I am a scholar.
Fucking nerds.
I don't know if this would be like a nature check or what. Do I have any reason to believe that the crystals at this point would be easy to remove from its back?
Since you know of the crystals pretty much only in practice itself, you don't really know the extent that you have to go through to safely remove them.
Okay.
Do it.
This is the battle between intelligence and wisdom here. One is really high, one is really low.
What does your gut say?
Do it.
I mean,
My
gut
wisdom
as a
is should
player.
you.
my gut
That's
as a
wisdom.
player says touch everything.
I am a shield. Use me.
I do have several more spell slots to restore HP to you if I need to.
Do it! I am the meat shield.
I'm gonna roll a d20.
Okay.
If it's 10 or lower, I'm gonna touch stuff.
Always
Lower.
always a good thing.
Okay. So I go to run away, but then stop myself and turn around and quickly run over here and like drop down to one knee, and I don't know if I can use my bonus action or if I have to wait till next turn. I try to yank one of these dead crystals from this thing.
I'll let you do it now.
Okay. That is the attempt I will make.
Okay. So you're just attempting to yank one of these crystals out.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check.
Mia's strength is surprisingly high for a wizard. That is going to be a 16.
A 16. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Surprisingly low for a wizard. That is 3.
Roll me a percentile, please.
Oh God.
Oh, dear God.
Never a good sign. 23.
23. So you reach in, you grab that crystal and you yank it out. It just freely just pulls out. And as it rips free from this creature, you notice the crystal instantly come back to life as it then molds into your hand. And you can see these small crystal fragments sticking out. And you just immediately clutch your head as you begin to hear the unintelligible mixture of voices and insect-like chittering just tearing through your mind as you fall unconscious.
Oh, yep.
Shouldn't have touched the thing.
The last thing you
No.
see before you fall unconscious is this disjointed looking creature that looks like at one point in time it could have been a dragon, but has either through time or magic or a combination of the two has just become this writhing abomination. And you can see from its eyes just for a brief second watching all of you.
That is probably not good. Probably not good.
At least we don't know about it yet.
No,
That's true. You have a brief moment of blissful ignorance. At least I fell unconscious next to the big strong one.
and near the one that's dead. Lord Alistair.
I'm alive for now.
You're
I would
alive, but
Barely.
damn does your leg hurt.
I bet it does. You know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pick up Mia and get the fuck out of here.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
What's
So-
your base strength here, Al?
I'm at 20.
Oh, you've got a 20. Yeah, you just just lift her up, toss her off over your shoulder, and you can easily leave.
Yeah. And I'm out. Peace. 40 feet the opposite way.
Yep,
Okay.
The thing is stunned. It's stunned, so no attack.
No attack of opportunity. As it, like, Al and Mia, peace out.
If he wasn't, I was. So I didn't care if she was still alive, so they're trying to yank one of these things out. She was gonna pick her up and run.
Nalani.
I have dealt with plenty of curious.
You did me a favor. I did you a
Philosophical
favor.
types.
Saved our asses.
Yeah, we're getting the hell out. If
Okay.
I have to, can I drag a raven with me?
If Azure Claw is willing to be moved, then yes.
Don't want the stun to end before he moves.
I can be willingly dragged.
Okay.
Okay.
Just go ahead and give me a strength check because he
I
is
mean, the
not dead
Birds-
weight.
bird is not exactly heavy, though.
Yeah.
Milani will just pick him up, throw over her shoulder if she can. For a 23?
Okay. Yeah, you just
Flop.
Yeah, you have a lot of experience with just grabbing Nemec and putting him on your shoulder. So
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm all of 95 pounds, okay?
She probably weigh about the same as Kimek. Just a little more awkward.
all right, Yurko, you are at the rope and you can see the rest of the group following.
Climb? Do I need to make a check or a roll?
Just
or
one
something?
just one athletics check.
Fuck yeah, that is a 21.
21. All right, you begin to easily climb up that rope. Let's see. The bugs.
Yuriko pulls the rope behind her.
Question is, does the stun wear off at the start of their turn, at the end of the turn?
End of their turn. End of their turn, they can make a saving throw,
Like, I don't know what happened.
and
then,
they all
mother.
fail. So
Ouch.
you don't hear anything from these creatures. And I would say at this point in time, you're out of combat.
Can we feed a health potion to Mia?
She's not at 0 HP. She's just
Oh.
unconscious.
Okay.
And she has like a glowy fucking crystal on her hand.
Well,
Like, in
those
her
of
hand.
you climbing up the rope, I am going to need athletics checks. If you are carrying somebody, it's going to be made at disadvantage
All right.
because no matter how strong you are, that is still awkward as all hell.
Pretty much. All right.
Not bad.
Surprisingly enough, 18 is my lowest roll.
You're good.
16?
You're fine.
Well, I
12?
rolled a total of 5, but my strength modifier is a 4.
So it's a 9.
No, I rolled a total. Everything added up was 5.
You rolled a 1.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you weren't carrying anybody. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
So you're climbing
The
up.
lady was awkward.
You climb up and like you just grab like an awkward section and lose grip of the rope as you start to fall.
Well,
Question is how far.
I will give you a dexterity saving throw to see if you can grab the rope.
Okay. I'm actually good at those. Dirty 20.
Okay, so that's okay. But as you grab onto this rope, you kind of slide a bit.
Yep. Rope burn.
And
Rope burn.
you're going to take 8 points of damage as you just feel the palm of your hand begin to be rubbed raw from that rope burn.
Yep.
But you save yourself
hate
from
that
falling
feeling.
back down to that crystal cave. If I can get one more strength check at disadvantage this time. Athletics check, I mean. Because your hand is now injured.
At disadvantage, it's a total of 18.
Okay, you make it up. And you can see that like your hand, like the flesh on your hand is a bit torn at the moment.
Wouldn't be the first time.
and it won't be the last.
But you are able to climb up out of the rope and then use the seats and like the luggage straps from the various cars to pull yourself out of that jackknifed train car.
Once we're out, can I take a look at Mia's hand to see if I can if it's possible to yank the crystal out?
Before you do that,
She's not just going to grab and pull, she wants to inspect it.
yeah, I pull out literally the clamp I use to hold jewels while I'm working. I'm like, we could do this the safer way.
For those of you who are
Make sure it's
inspecting her
removable.
hand, so Nolani, since you're looking at this, go ahead and give me a medicine check.
I'm actually... No, I'm horrible at these. 12.
12?
12. Does it look removable?
Possibly, but it looks like if you were to remove it, it's going to be extremely painful.
Yeah, she's
As
unconscious.
you can see, like the base of the base of the flesh, like in her hand, is kind of like or the flesh of it has kind of fused to the base of the crystal that's sticking up out of it.
It's
She's
healable.
unconscious, she won't know.
Yeah, clamp.
Price,
Clamp
price
and
you pay
we're
for,
pulling.
it's the price you pay for
Um,
stupidity.
I'm going to very carefully attach the
The clap.
clamp to
Okay.
it with I've probably done this enough. I know how to do it without breaking a crystal.
You know, you've removed
Crystal?
crystals from the earth before, yes. One of these.
This is tighten it enough to move it and not enough to shatter it.
Okay.
Well, he's
So as
doing-
you grip onto it, go ahead with your specialty in like your tools and
I
everything.
would also like to use a small piece of cloth wrapped around it, so
be
to give a
holding
little bit
my
of dampening.
That's
trying
probably
to
a
add
good
some
idea.
resistance to her hand so that when he yanks up, her hand doesn't just go like this.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Yuriko
Hold on to her.
Yeah, Yuriko has backed away off. She wants no part of any of this noise.
So,
What do you
sorry,
want as a
HP
roll?
Fox, if this is a bad idea, but
Give me a
we're not magical people. We just know get it out.
roll with your tools using since you're pulling this out, you can either choose strength or dex.
I'll use strength.
And there's
Both
more
are-
than one crystal kind of poking up. There are many. It's kind of like when she grabbed onto the crystal, kind of shattered itself, and there are various crystals jutting out of the back of her hand.
Well, we'll start with the largest one and work from there.
Okay.
Hold her.
Holding.
Brute forcing magic has never gone wrong, right?
No. We're not magic
That's a
people. We don't
21.
understand this.
A 21.
Oh, sorry, no. 21, 22, 23.
23. Give me a moment here.
That's not good that he still has to roll.
You pull, and this thing is held in tight. HP Fox,
Yes, sir.
you're going to take 15 points of psychic damage
Ooh, that hurts.
Ow.
as you begin to pull on this crystal, and it's fighting you. You can see like Mia's body convulsing.
Mm.
I
We might have
cannot
to take it
take
to the
another
healer
one
hall.
of those.
The
Just for the
question is, does
record.
it come out?
No, it doesn't.
But we're gonna have to take it to the healer's hall.
Do we see
Let's wrap her hand.
do we see the like the convulsive pain from the pulling?
Yeah, that's
I'm
what
sure I
like
felt it as I was holding her.
yeah, like it's not just her arm that's doing it, her entire body kind of like convulses and seizes like with every pull of this
Let's
crystal.
wrap her hand. So it doesn't
You
touch
know-
anything else.
Can we like cat with medicine a potion down her throat here?
Yeah.
Well, you can, but she's not at 0 HP. She's just technically
She's
unconscious.
just unconscious.
Yeah,
I'd
but
like her less than dead.
we know what we're doing was just hurting her, so. Yeah.
So
Uh,
not trying to
Mia.
remove condition, just trying to remove the damage done.
As your body's convulsing, you hear, "Time to wake up. You have work to do." And your eyes just shut open, and there's just a very deep gasp from Mia. And then just your body relaxes. You have a splitting headache. You are seeing double. It's like in the snow around you is not making this any better. And every now and then you catch a faint whisper or a murmur of a disjointed voice. You can't tell what they're saying, you just can hear them.
Am I still being held or surrounded by my companions at the moment?
I don't think Nalani's let go.
Yeah,
As we
Nalani's
were about to.
Nalani's got like your arm in hand. You see Azure Claw over you, about to like mama bird a potion into you.
Like waking
Yeah.
up at the dentist right before they stick the drill in.
Yep.
Drink this. Sorry.
I think her first reaction would be to try and just like scurry back away from everyone, which I doubt she's strong enough to break free from Nalani's grasp, but
we could try. The dice can make it so you
Yeah,
do.
go ahead. Go ahead and
True.
make a strength check.
Will strength
I
or
make a-
acrobatics?
Yeah, and I do a context athletics, right?
let's go with let's go with the acrobatics on that. That would be 16.
19.
Alright, so there's like a tug and then a slow realization. Oh, I'm not getting out of here.
When that happens, Nalani, can I get a wisdom saving throw from you?
Oh shit. Resonance.
Natural 20 for a 19.
Okay. So this doesn't hurt as much, but you're going to take 1 point of psychic damage as you can see the fear in Mia's eyes and the crystals just light up in her hand, and that a psychic scream just tears through your mind.
So I can tell it's all right, Maya. I'm just trying to keep it from touching anything.
What happened?
She's gonna hold your hand up towards your face.
Yuriko's gonna yell over at her, "You touched that damn crystal, stupid!"
And I just felt the same scream the slugs were giving off when you tried to pull away.
I think we need to go. We
Mhm.
can't. We shouldn't tell anyone about this.
I think we need to take you to the healers hall to have it removed.
I think it's. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I can figure it out.
The hell you are! You're a walking bomb.
Just give me an opportunity to study this and the creatures and the voices and the
Voices.
everything.
What voices?
The voice that we heard when we first went down there, it kept talking. It said more.
No, it said one thing, and then there were screams from the snail thingies. What else did you hear?
It's a lot of it was just I can't understand it. I need time to figure it out.
No, you need to see the healer to make sure you're not a danger to yourself and anyone else around you.
I don't disagree, but I need to look into this. It can be figured out. If I can't figure it out myself, I'll find help.
More
I'm pretty sure Den Mother is not going to let you gallivant around Madtown with that on your hand.
Well, she doesn't need to know, right? We should figure it out first.
I'm gonna spin Maya around. I'm gonna look her in the eye. So if I have to, I'll actually even like lift her up a little so she's eye level with me. You kind of do what Kimmick does, right? You like to research things.
Yes.
If you can't figure this out, you'll have help.
If I can't do it, I will ask for help. I promise.
Mora gently set her down and hand her a spare piece of my own clothing, which would be quite large for you, to wrap your hand in.
Thank you. At the very least, I mean, it's. I don't like any of this, but it's.
There's an image that flashes in your in front of your eyes for a brief moment, as you don't feel, you see something watching you in the group from the hole, and there's a soft laughter as it just goes back down.
We will still have to warn Den Mother what's in the hole, but we don't have to mention her hand.
We should tell them not to go down there.
Well, yeah, there's
Obviously.
explosive crystals down there.
Yeah. Hey, Lord Alistair, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Just kind of pull him aside a little bit. Not trying to, like, exclude the rest of the group, but I have questions and, he's dragonborn, so maybe he knows stuff about dragons. I don't mean to make assumptions, but, what do you know about dragons in this area?
Good question. Do I?
You know that there, like in most places, well, any natural land formation, there are dragons about. You do have a large, not really a large, but you do have a decent sized population of white dragons, but they normally hang around the snow covered parts of the volcano, the Ashen Spire to the north. Every now and then you've heard reports of blues as well, but they tend to hang around the more seaside ports.
Well, we got ourselves some, some white dragons, some blue dragons. What kind of dragon are you looking for?
I'm not sure exactly. I don't even know if it was a dragon. Any sort of stories or legends about one that lived in this area specifically?
Not that I can think of. I mean, all I do is just chase bad people.
Okay. Well, thank you anyway. It gives me a place to start.
Well, I'll look into it for you.
That would be appreciated. How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Like a million gil.
I don't know what that is, but great.
Good.
Okay. Sorry, everyone, about that. The opportunity for knowledge was there, and I had to take it.
Wouldn't be the first researcher I've seen do that. Good way to get dead, though.
Yes, and I probably would be if it wasn't for all of you, so thank you.
I do apologize, guys, but I do gotta bounce.
Okay, well that's fine. We got. It's about 11:15 now, so we can head on out. We can finish here.
All right. You guys have yourself a good night.
Yep.
Okay.
Cameras are going to get a little messed up, but
Yep. Sorry.
it's all good. So, oh, that's not bad. It was only 2 of our cameras. As you're having your talk with Alistair about the dragons, you hear again a voice. He cannot. Get some rest. Talk. And whatever you do not remove those crystals. It would be quite painful.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can do more than hear you.
All right. So is Maya talking out loud or is Maya talking in her head?
That is a very good question.
She would probably say that out loud, yeah, because she doesn't know what the source of this voice is exactly, so.
Are you still standing next to Alistair?
Yes.
Could just be talking to him.
Does it look like that's the actual conversation that's happening?
You know what? Give me an insight check.
All right, what's my insight?
With my wisdom where it's at, I'm going to go, yes, that's the conversation that's happening.
They're just talking.
Yeah.
+2, 21.
21?
Yeah, 19.
I mean, Alistair, I don't think either of them were being very quiet about the discussion of dragons. So the question of, can you hear me, kind of doesn't fit the response that Alistair just gave her.
Since we could hear them talking about dragons, does Molly know anything about them, seeing how she's from farther north?
You know about the white dragons. The white dragons are something of a normality for you and your people up in the Ashen Spire.
Yuriko is going to refrain from currently making any assumptions. She's going to wait and see if Maya makes another weird response to what Alistair is saying.
I think unless she hears anything else after the conversation with Alistair, she's just gonna kind of stand around being quiet and kind of looking off into nothing.
You know, Maya, if you're looking for dragons, there's quite a bit. Quite a few live up in the Ashen Spire. I've been up there a few times.
Good to know. Sorry. I think I need some rest. My head is killing me.
I think we've learned what we can from here. Why don't we head back, let Den Mother know about the cave, and get you to rest?
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to go by the Healer's Hall?
I'm sure. I think trying to pull these things out would be a very bad idea right now.
It was.
Yeah, they seem to pulse. There's only a way to cancel the magic in it first.
I appreciate the intent. I'll look into it.
Maybe have Kimmick help you. They know a lot.
Yeah, I am definitely gonna need their help in case these things are like radiating anything that's gonna bring some unwanted attention. But for now, just a good night's rest, I think. Some time to think about what I'm experiencing. I think at that point, she's going to think in her mind and ask the question, is rest what I need right now?
Rest will come to you, servant.
Okay, so there's a brief moment of like panic on her face as she's just standing there doing nothing, and then it goes back to the deadpan look.
She's just in shock. It's fine.
It looked like it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
It still hurts.
Sorry.
As they're walking
Okay.
back to the cart, Yuriko is going to keep a ready hand on one of her chakram. But she wants to be outside of blast radius of her hand.
Nalai's gonna walk directly behind Maya. One half concerned she's gonna pass out any moment. Again. And the other just out of cautiousness. She's not gonna walk in front of her too.
Is in your mind, Mia, you hear, is rest what you desire?
I think
Here comes the offer of power.
That's right now it is, yes.
Then sleep. And as he says that, you just fall to blackness. And that is where we're going to leave off for the week.
I would like to catch her if she falls. That was half the purpose of where I was at.
Yeah, you can rush over and you can grab her because you kind of see her kind of just begin to like sway and then just fall backwards. But that's where we're going to leave off for this week.
Yuriko's not cool about not telling Den Mother about this bullshit.
Yuriko can do what Yuriko wants to do. Wouldn't be the first person in this party to screw someone over.
But that is going to do it for us this time around. If this is your first time here, this is not the only show that we have each week. On Mondays, we have episodes of Mass Effect Horizons, which is a 5th edition Mass Effect mod run by Zorro. Tuesday nights, you have us here on Destiny Forged. On alternating Saturdays, we have upcoming this week, we have Wayward Wanderers, which is a Pathfinder 2 Extinction Curse campaign run by Azerin. And on the other Saturdays is Withered Wastes, which is 5th edition post-apocalyptic magic catastrophe campaign that I run. And then upcoming this Friday is another episode of Chimera Collective, episode 2. And once a month on the first Saturday of every month, we have a lore show called Behold Lore, where we explore the various campaigns, various characters, various worlds that have appeared on the multitude of our shows. And the next episode that we have coming on March is going to be focused on the Chimera Collective with our special guest, Kiara. But for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you so much for everyone for tuning on in, and we will catch you on Saturday for Wayward Wanderers. So then, have a good one.